Good evening and welcome to Wednesday Night Warfare, brought to you by the Armchair Dragoons. It is a pleasure to be among you on a chilly fall day. It's the end of Leipzig Day. It's the end of the Leipzig anniversary, October the 19th. The death of Marshal Poniatowski, the retreat from Leipzig. Oh, whoa, oh, whoa. As we head forward in just 2 days, we will commemorate the immortal memory, the Battle of Trafalgar. This is a very busy season for battles because on the 25th, we have the charge of the Light Brigade. We've got Agincourt coming up. Oh, so very many. But tonight, that's not what we're doing. We're not doing any of those things. We're back to World War II and Spearhead. We've been messing about trying to get our heads around the rules, and I decided we would take a dive, be a little bold, and try a full-size Spearhead game. Now, this is a roaring start, which those who have the Spearhead rulebook with them, and I think Joe does.
I do.
Robert, you're first, but you're at work. You're not playing with us. That makes me sad. I thought this was going to be your first game with us, man. But anyway, this is one of the introductory scenarios that is graciously provided to us by Artie Conlift. Hey, has in his Spearhead book. And let me just send out a tweet real quick, and we'll get started. We really have most of the rules in hand. I did send out to the crew some notes for rules not to forget in the Discord chat over the past couple of weeks, just trying to get things figured out. Just because, I think it's important that we keep these rules. Something I really want to do a lot of, which is to keep the rules right in front of our face. So the things that we did manage to learn, I hope you all had a chance to look at those. But let's pick up, I think, the one big rule that we have to deal with, because it is allowed in this game. It is, actually, no, there are two. There are two very, very big rules. And one of them is going to make Joe super duper happy. I know that. It's true. It's there's no other way to put it. But the first one, the rule he's going to probably be more ambivalent about, is the fact that there can be flank marches. A flank march is an attack order which attempts to roll up or encircle enemy forces. A battalion, you notice you give it to a battalion, given this order, may enter the tabletop on one of its sides. Up to 1/3 of the basic force is permitted to flank march. For each battalion, you must designate anywhere along either of the two table sides, along with a command arrow describing its path once it arrives. You must also mark the designated time of arrival. Note that it is possible for two opposing flank battalions to enter in close proximity to each other. The battalions may be ordered to march anywhere along the side and any turn. However, successful flank market execution depends upon all the qualities associated with superior leadership, especially that of junior officers. These qualities varied among the combatants of World War II. The chart below reflects whether or not they arrive. The crossed index results indicates if it is successful. Note that it may enter along its own baseline. Note that if you wish to give up on the flank march, you may enter on your own baseline edge if you get frustrated. I guess no, Joe is not going to like this rule. German flank marches succeed on anything but a 1. Russian flank marches succeed only on a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Are we using average dice?
Yes, we are using average dice. So that is flank marches. Flank marches. Let's talk about this. The other rule pertains to random Soviet quality. I think we have to check for that. As we move out a battalion, we have to mark its quality, and it is per battalion. But let me first take a check here at the overall orders, and we'll talk about the scenario, which is called a roaring start. It is said to be at the edge of the Bialystok Forest, 29th June, 1941. The great invasion of Russia is 1 week old today, and everywhere success attends the German forces. Since September of 1939, however, they have grown accustomed to that. On the northern part of the front, the 1st Panzer Division has broken through the Russian lines and is exploiting northeast. The Russian response can be characterized in many ways: disjointed, uncoordinated, indecisive, confused, but it is nothing if not spirited. Russian armored doctrine is at least as backwards as their French and British contemporaries, but what the Russians lack in finesse, they make up for with aggressiveness. Armored forces are quickly committed against the German penetration and counterattack vigorously. This is a classic example of armored warfare. Two forces, well matched in strength if not skill, are about to clash in a duel to the death. Ground held or captured is meaningless. All that matters is the destruction of the enemy. Achilles, you taking notes?
I am, in fact.
Okay,
Quite literally.
Just on that point. The Germans are entering anywhere along the edge on which they are. You see them there. Flank marching is permitted according to the normal rules, so you can come from anywhere on your left or on your right if you wish to. You may flank march. The Russians, they enter anywhere from the other side. Note that your tank regiments are treated as battalions. Your tank regiments are battalions for the purposes of morale, CZ, and orders. Flank marching is permitted. And yes, your battalions will have to check for random morale. I'm sorry. All right. So, let's see. Now, Destruct was sending me a message in the chat. What did he say?
You forgot what day it is.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Means whatever Mike has is contagious.
That I believe. So come and play.
Hey, somehow, unlike some of my coworkers, I managed not to get COVID while I was in California.
Well, God bless you. Well, you've had it before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Maybe you got some of them
some
mighty.
of them.
Maybe you got some of those mighty antibodies. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird though how many days we were all working together in the same room and stuff, and some got it and some didn't.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yes, according to Robert, in order to get your flank march to work, you have to roll a 7 on a d6.
If you're Russian.
Yes.
Daniel, good to see you, my friend.
If you're German, any number will do.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not in any way averse to going back and playing Lion Rampant. I like it. I like it a lot. We've had so much else to play, I guess.
Jeff didn't like it so much. Oh no,
No, he
that
loves
wasn't
it.
Lion Rampant. No, what was the one that he got stuck? He couldn't move his forces for like 8 turns. Was that Lion Rampant? Or no, that
was Lion Rampant for sure.
Yeah. Okay. No, I know he likes it. I just meant.
All right. So what are we doing here? All right, good enough. All right, we got 3 guys, and I don't think I properly said hello to you in the light of those who are watching. We have Mike OJ's dad. Good evening.
Evening.
Just Jojo. Good evening.
Good evening.
And Achilles. A pleasure to have you as always.
Good evening.
All right. So Mike is the newbie. So obviously we're going to, despite the fact we were teasing him to the contrary, we're going to split up Just Joe and Achilles. So Just Joe, which side would you like to play, Germans or Russians?
I do like tanks.
Well, both sides have tanks, in fairness.
Yeah, you can't lose there.
Do they both have tanks? I was just
yeah.
looking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do. You know what? I played Russians last time. I'll play Germans.
All right, you're Germans. Achilles, you're Russians. And Mike, which side do you want to jump on?
It doesn't matter to me. Whichever you think makes most sense.
Both have a boatload of toys, I'm here to tell you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, the Russians are defending in this scenario, right?
Nope. It's
a
meeting engagement.
Oh, it's a meeting engagement.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Yep.
So it won't
allow
make any difference.
me to state without any. Everybody, you're going to witness me saying this now. Okay, you're going to witness me saying this to Achilles, and it's also relevant to you. Where do we go here? The side
Destroy the enemy.
Kill or rout any 2 enemy battalions wins. That's it. Any 2.
That's all.
No time limit.
And
looks like. Oh, go ahead, Joe.
I was just gonna say, and one thing, because I'm reading the I'm reading the scenario in the rule book,
Mhm.
and the Russians have tank regiments,
Yep.
and each of those regiments are considered a battalion.
Correct. And that's so what you're looking at here, you've got this HQ medium regiment, but you've got each one of these things measures out that way.
Yep.
All right. So does it matter to Joe or Achilles which side I'm on?
No.
All right. So,
No.
All right.
Either one.
Evens I'm on German. Odds I'll be on Russians.
All right.
Sounds
You're
fair.
stuck
No,
with me.
we have we have no KV1s. What we have here are T26s. I lied. Well, no, that's a T26. That's a T26. This is a T26. And I think we got a ton of 26s. This is very early.
Yeah, there's no T-34s out there.
Yeah, there's not even any 30. Yeah, there's no. Well, there weren't 34s in September of 41.
There's a couple. No, there's a couple of 34s in that TO&E. I was looking at it earlier. It's the.
They're over here. Yep.
Yeah.
The
over there.
early prototypes.
No, those are KVs. Those are KVs.
This is.
There they are. Yeah, they get one of each. They get one of each. They get a group of T-34s, a group of KVs, and then a butt ton of T-26s.
Yep.
There they are.
All right. The German armor isn't going to be that great either. So
It's not. It's really
Yeah.
not. All right. So what we're going to do here? So everybody has picked their side. Everybody got on it. Well, so Achilles and OJ, you need to get on a team. And Joe, why don't we roll for your random battalion quality? We got to do this by. We got to do this.
I'm German, aren't I?
Oh, that's right. You're the Germans. I don't know why I did that. Achilles, I do this to you. We'll start.
Yes.
We'll start over here on the left. We got to go again by battalion, so we're not going to do the brigade. That's all by itself.
So it's Joe and I versus Achilles.
No, it's you and Achilles against Joe.
Oh, okay.
You and Achilles against Joe.
That's fine.
All right. So 1st Battalion, 1st Regiment. You're going to be rolling a 1d6, just to let you know what the chart looks like. On the random morale chart, because it's 41 and 42, 1 to 3 is green, 4 or 5 is regular, and a 6 is a veteran. So you can get a veteran troop, which would be quite nice. So I guess we'll start with 1st Battalion, 1st Regiment.
Yeah, Mike, you take everything on the left, that group, and I'll take everything on the right.
There's a little bit of an overlap, but okay, we'll figure it out because there were just way too many of these guys to fit.
Okay.
So there, I think you've got. I think there's one company of infantry over on the other side. We'll find it.
All right. At least we're rolling. We'll at least split it up that way to start with.
Yeah, no
All
problem.
right. So
All right.
1d6.
2.
That's a green. Next one.
3.
Green. Next one. Ooh,
6.
veteran. How the 3rd Battalion became veteran, I know not.
Finland.
That's
Exactly.
yeah. They had a bad experience up Finland way.
That's one of the T-34s.
Well, actually, that becomes this whole battalion.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Those one battalion with a T-34 and a KV-1.
Yeah, and these 2 T-26s. Yeah, they're all in that.
Yeah.
All right, so we've then got this motorized rifle battalion. Yep, motorized rifle battalion.
6.
Ooh, another one.
Ooh. Yeah, I guess these guys all came down from Finland way. Well done.
Yeah.
All right, so that covers all the guys in the motorized rifle. Then we get to the motorized infantry. Where's that HQ? Shove that over here. Like I said, at a certain point... Yep. Motorized Rifle Brigade. No, that's these guys. No, that's right. That's right. Motorized Rifle Brigade, 45th Tank Division.
Okay, so that one's on my side, right? Okay.
Yeah, but the point I'm making is that's these guys here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. Well, like I say, I just didn't have, because these are all that's motorized infantry. Yeah, it's this motorized rifle battalion. So, right. We go over here to this brigade. And what'd you roll?
Rolled a 1.
Oh, dear.
So they suck.
They do.
They are infantry.
Yeah.
That's right. I believe they're called cannon fodder.
Cannon fodder.
That's a long term. That's a long name for them.
It's the penal battalion.
Yeah.
All right, we've got that whole motorized infantry brigade, and now we've got these individual battalions from the medium regiment 45th Tank Division. So we go. Was that is this regiment supposed to be treated as a battalion, Joe? Is that what it says?
Yeah, the
medium tank regiment.
Medium tank and the motorized rifle regiment.
Okay, good enough. All right, so let's do that. The guy now.
Okay.
Green. So some really good, actually, and then not so much. All right, they're marked up. Everybody should have their marks. Everybody should have their setup. I will leave you all to chat and to draw. Remember, one of the biggest things we discovered, I hope you all noticed this, is that if you turn on your arrow, it does not count as a pivot. You do not have to stop. Every battalion needs an order. Go kill those other guys.
Yeah, Achilles, what's the objective?
The objective is to destroy 2 battalions of the enemy.
Dave Pumphouse indicates KV-1, strong tank.
True. It's also a big target.
Yeah.
Let's see now. And we're coming in on the edge where we are. Okay, gotcha. Mm-hmm. All right.
And I should have oriented the maps for you the same way you're looking at it. So
I think you did. All right. Well,
and Chrono, it is a pleasure to see you. If I didn't say so, miss you around here.
Yep.
This is John. This is not the double blind. This is an attempt to see if we can manage a full-on scenario where we get to see. The cool thing about this is there's nothing hidden in this scenario. Nobody here is hiding in trees. Everybody's just running and gunning, and we're going to work on spotting. We're going to work on moving, make sure we get the rules. The double blind is next. That'll be a Saturday night fight, almost certainly, for the third and final scenario, Beginner's Luck, which I have completed. It is done. It was a nightmare. And as Chrono points out, get him. That was your plan?
Uh-huh.
I don't see any drawing yet. I see thinking.
There's lots of thinking going on.
There's lots of typing. There's lots of typing going on.
I don't blame you.
That's right. I'm sending OJ messages here.
I'm not blaming you. It's a big honking table with many toys.
It is. So the whole first stream is just going to be orders, right?
Yeah, right. We have a 2.5 hour stream of guys nothing but drawing. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
Well, the crazy thing is we know about Spearhead. Once you get the drawing done, this sucker's going to go pretty quickly.
Hey, I have a quick question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, over here I've got these this machine gun company, 1st Battalion, 113th Houston.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And this one's of the 1st Battalion. This one's the 2nd Battalion.
Yep.
These are not independent. They are part of these over here on the left.
Yep.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, gotcha. And that in the. Okay. All right. So this is all right. This is an entire regiment almost here. All right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, you've got the TO&E, so.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was looking at. I'm like,
And just in case anybody is wondering about scale, these are 10 millimeter figures in scale, and the bases are double-sized. So we are in double measurement. This will be the last one that's double measurement. Everything else I've got built for this, because I want to try to play this double blind, is down to the standard scale. So we will be doubling today.
Okay, we're
John Smith. Yeah, we're jousting with our barrels today. Yes, that's accurate.
we're entering on our end of the table, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, keep in mind, this is an important factor. It was not very important in the other ones that we played, but in this one, I guarantee it's going to probably prove to be. And that is, we are almost incapable of changing orders. Okay, OJ?
Yep.
Which means that we have to know what's going to happen for the entire thing. All right, because what we draw on the board, that's all we get basically.
Hey,
And
Andrew.
when you say we draw on the board, you mean you draw on the board,
No, I mean we.
comrade, comrade
No,
general.
no, sorry, comrade. This is we are an autonomous collective. So
So we're in our narco-syndicalist commune.
so yes, you will be drawing for your guys. I'm going to be drawing for mine.
Okay, so who are my guys then? Maybe we need to make sure we're defined that
Well,
way first.
Yeah, everything on that left side, except for those units that are supposed to be on my side, but he didn't put over there. Okay.
Okay, which is
They didn't fit.
all these guys here. All basically the infantry is yours. Is that right, Jim?
Yeah. Well, look at it this way. The Russians have two groups. The 92nd Tank Brigade, okay, and the 45th Tank Division.
52nd Independent Tank Brigade
Yeah.
and the 45th Independent Tank Division. So
Okay,
I've got the 45th and you've got the 52nd. Okay.
Oh, okay. I was looking at this backwards. Okay.
But what I was saying about when you draw your arrows, that's pretty much all you're going to get. The advantage he has is his flexibility. He can draw arrows that only go part way across the map, and then he's going to be able to change orders and adjust to what we do. So his flexibility is going to be a huge advantage for him. Okay.
Yep. In other words, his radios work and ours don't.
Yeah, our
we don't
guys are
have
just
them.
like, if we're not in yelling distance, it doesn't work.
Yep. I'm on the right hand side. You're taking the left.
Mr.
All right.
McGuire.
Other way around. I'm on the right hand side. I'm over here.
Oh, okay, but you're taking the 52nd. That's why I was confused.
No, I'm taking the 45th.
Oh, you're
You're taking the
40.
52nd.
Okay, sorry,
Yeah.
I thought you said that the other
And
way.
you're over here. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
And just remember, and this applies to both both to the Russians and to the Germans, you're double based, right? That, like, for example, these guys here, I'm assuming you're going to bring them on in their trucks. When they get out of their trucks, they get replaced by this. Those trucks don't come with, you don't bring the infantry on, you just bring on the truck, and then you replace it with the infantry when they get out. Everybody except AT guns, when you get out of the truck vanishes for the rest of the game. You can't remount in battle.
How do these hills work?
They're all kind of cresty, and they are listed as rolling hills. Rolling hills. So when we consult our handy-dandy terrain modifier right here, where did it go? Rolling hills. No effect to a tracked vehicle. No effect to a half-track. Half for wheels. Half for towed. Nothing for infantry.
And we come on at the baseline, right?
At the baseline.
All right.
Quick question, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
These guys here.
Mm-hmm.
This is the headquarters battalion.
This here is the HQ company, right there.
Okay.
This guy here is recon for the whole regiment.
Okay.
The advantage of recon, it can be outside ranged. It can be 48 inches out of. it can go a full extra distance away from the command zone.
Okay.
So
But
your usual
their
is
loss counts as a battalion.
it does, yeah, or as a platoon, yeah.
Oh, just as a platoon.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Orders to battalions, correct? Not
Yes.
companies.
Correct.
Okay, good.
To make our pencil lead smaller, what was the key combination?
The minus key.
Minus. Doing everything but that.
I'm very proud of myself in our 1807 Kriegspiel. I've been rolling so fast, I finally had people beg for slowness. McGuire, it was your plan. No, it was yours. Yours. Mine. Wait, it was my plan. Nice.
My plans are, of course, aesthetically gorgeous.
Aesthetic? No, and they actually wind up brilliant from a certain point of view.
Yes.
You know, for all the grief we gave you, it was rather remarkable that you drove right there.
Yeah. I put him where I wanted him to be. Problem was I didn't put me where I needed to be.
And destruct if you're...
Well, let me ask Jim, create a second channel so Achilles and I can jump over to the second voice channel and talk easier.
And also, OJ, these are timed orders. So, for
All right.
example, like your first arrow there,
Yep.
you're going to want to say what turn they're going to make that move.
Okay.
Unless you want it to be at game start, in which case we'll just assume it's 1.
Yeah.
But everything
And
after that, Achilles is quite right.
And that was going to be my question: is based off what you see that I've done.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is that possible in the first turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Almost certainly. Even if you can't make the whole distance,
Mhm.
you'll just make it on the next turn.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. And if you want them to move from that location at any point, you'll do another arrow now, because you have to do it in advance, and you'll just put a number to say what turn it's going to do that.
Yeah, sit there for X turns and then go.
Problem is marking which battalion we're talking about for these arrows.
I'm just typing it.
You can type it right on there. Or if you wanted me to, I'll make a copy of the HQ and put it right at the baseline. What I'm saying is, here.
Oh,
do that.
Yeah, I don't know how to do.
No,
Let's see.
Yeah.
I'd like to be able to do what OJ just did. How do you do that, OJ?
It's the text.
I can't even.
It's the text.
Yeah, but what's funny is I can't see what I typed.
Was that right?
You can change the color. I can. It's right there.
Good. Yeah, maybe that's the problem.
Just change the color of the font.
I don't know that I can see it to change that. So if you want to go ahead and do that, Jim.
Do you need the translucency box? Do you need me to fix that?
Well, I can see the line that I drew, and I know I put text there. I just can't read the actual text.
How's that?
Nope.
How's that?
No, I mean, like I said, I can see a little bit, but if you can see the text and you can change it, because if I right-click there where the text is, it just allows me to change color tint.
Okay.
Which I don't think.
What color would you like?
It doesn't matter if you just want to make it black.
Or the other
fine.
thing, what color?
Black.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. I'm just learned something new here. Okay.
How's that?
Huh, that's weird. I cannot see that. Oh, there it is. Never mind. If I tilt, if I'm looking straight down at the table,
you can lose it a little bit. You sometimes do have to tilt. We had that with Fletcher Pratt.
Yeah, I kind of remember that now. Okay. Sorry about that. So,
no, it's no problem.
There's one.
Ooh. Ain't you being fancy, Joe? Look at you. Very nice.
Question.
Uh-huh.
This is legal, right?
Oh, yeah.
What,
Uh-huh.
okay.
You just got to tell me what turn that is.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to think about. And that's all 3 of my battalions, right?
I think so. It looks right to me. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's not as big. It's big, but it's not as big as you'd think because you got a whole lot of transport.
Yeah, they move pretty quick, right? So if I remember
Got
correctly.
18 if I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're counting for the 2 Schutzen and for these boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's a lot
Let me
of
check
lumber.
check some ranges here.
Sure.
So they're moving 18.
Mm-hmm.
And 18's with the double move, right? Because of twice the.
That's everything is everything in the tooltips is doubled.
Okay.
I can't say what it is because it divulges information, but Heth has some really funny stuff in the chat. Because he can see what I can see. That is delightful.
Yeah. I think we're going to try.
Oh, you're going to try, all right.
Now. I wish you could move around the stuff that you type on the map.
If you want to do that, you might as well just use a note card.
Yeah. And then I'm going to do this. And these orders may just end up changing no matter what.
I think he's still out there in the chat. I want to say that, it's very fortunate to have talented friends who are more than willing to do things just because you get a wild hair. Has already done a custom deck of cards, both for Austrians and French, for Valor and Fortitude.
Cool.
They're very sporty. They are very sporty. For once, this gets to be a turn marker. Holy cow. Many lines now.
Okay, do you understand that?
Coming over. Yes. Over here. Yes. Got it. Yeah.
I can't erase. I can't erase that without erasing everything. So
you actually can. Give me a second.
Can you? Yeah. How do you do that?
You mouse over it, and a trash can will appear. Hit the trash can.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have to be on the text tool?
Yeah.
All I'm getting is increase and decrease.
Should be over on the right. Oh, I may have denied you the right to do that in permissions.
Okay, that's fine.
Because OJ would delete things.
I did not.
Did so.
That wasn't me.
Wasn't it? Or is that
the only thing that was Delanor, I'm sure of it.
Well,
the only thing I would do
in other words, it was OJ.
The only thing I would ever do is I would take the fig of Royth and move him around.
You know what it was? That was it. No, you were drawing on my Leipzig map. That's what it was.
I wasn't drawing on your Leipzig map.
You typed on the Leipzig map. You and Doug.
We did?
Yes.
don't
You want me to
remember that.
load the map? I'm not going to do it right now, but I can.
I'm pretty sure what it really was is Vilker kept flipping the table.
Jim, just FYI, you may have that disabled, but you still have the trash can to delete all 3D texts enabled.
Yeah. I don't think I can get rid of that, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. I think I'm done.
All right.
It's a simple plan.
That sometimes those are the best. We'll certainly find out.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Achilles to start ripping mine apart.
Well, don't forget to put what turn you want them to do
Yeah.
each of the movements.
Yeah, I got to go back and still got somebody else I got to bring on.
I'm a little scared going up against Achilles. He had the perfect battle plan last time.
It was indeed perfect.
Yes, for the wrong victory,
For the wrong battle.
That's right.
He had the perfect plan for the wrong battle.
That's right.
All right. So
Well, I strongly suspect I do not have the perfect plan this time.
No, I'm just experimenting. So,
Good Lord, a new version of Tractics. Holy cow!
Why?
Thank you.
You know, I saw today a new version of a game that I really want.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, my idea is like, okay, can we not rehash old stuff? Let's get something new out there.
Sure.
I think the same thing with movies, but I saw today that somebody's publishing a new edition of Kingmaker. And
I did see that. Wasn't that a Kickstarter?
I don't know if it was a Kickstarter or not. I just saw the video popped up in my YouTube feed from the company showing off, the difference between this and the old. It was Avalon Hill, right? The old Avalon Hill edition. And I'm like, oh, I have to have that. I don't know when I would play it. I might play it online.
Yeah,
but I have to have it. I played so much Kingmaker back in the day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. It's a great game.
Oh, yes. Yes, it most certainly is.
So, I like a bigger map, better production,
Man, I loved all those little round counters with the shields on them.
Yes.
Yep.
I used to study, because it gave a bio for each of the families too. And
yes. Yeah, no. It was if you were a big British history nerd or a big, royal nerd, getting straight who's the cousin of whom and why is so and so next in line to the throne. Oh my God.
Yep.
All right, Achilles, look at what I did. Don't laugh too much and point out where I need to make some adjustments, maybe.
I'm almost of the mindset to just let you get slaughtered. No, I mean,
wow.
You guys do know you're playing Russians, right?
Yes.
It can't be too complex. Come on. They're didn't they have set doctrine?
Have you been asleep the last 9 months?
Well,
I have not.
I suspect we're not too far different from the modern day Russians right now.
The only thing, keep in mind that, like when especially your vehicles, your armor, when it moves, it's not going to be able to shoot.
Okay.
So
if it
make
moves,
sure,
because unlike Achilles or unlike Joe, have to go your entire movement every turn.
Oh, that's right. I have special rules.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in mind. You're going to want, you're going to want at least one unit overwatching the other one when they're moving. So stagger when they move.
Okay.
So if you have everybody moving at the same time, that means none of your guys can protect each other. You know,
Gotcha.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there'd be nobody that can shoot, and
So what you're
you know,
thinking is maybe something like,
yeah, think bounding Overwatch. You know what I mean? Fire and maneuver. I cover, you go.
yeah.
You know.
So you're thinking something like this? See where I just changed these?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of thing. So you want whoever's going to be moving, you want at least one unit being able to cover them when they move, because he's he can suddenly just, oh, there he is, and pop, and
Right.
And just remember, orders are given to battalions, not to companies.
with the exception of one,
Which is,
because this one here is an independent.
give me, sorry.
This group right here is not. It's not the same designation. It's
Should
not
be
one of the
fifth.
battalions. See what I'm saying? Because it's actually designated
It belongs
as.
to these guys.
Oh, it belongs on his side of the
Yeah, that's
map?
we talked about that.
Oh, jeez. I was thinking it was
Oh.
him that had people that
Oh, I've
belonged
got
to
more.
him.
That these guys. This
I've got
is the
more.
That's 5th Company from his Motorized Infantry Brigade.
Oh, wait a minute.
But
Wait a minute,
no,
wait,
they're
wait, wait,
no,
wait.
no, no, no. They're-
Motorized first,
except,
second.
but look, they're designated as 45th Independent Tank Division, and I'm the 45th. He's the 52nd.
Right. I just, like I say, these guys are designated to the 45th. These guys
Yes.
are designated to the 45th.
Yes.
So all these infantry
Oh.
go with this guy.
So one of the things that I just
I
realized is
see what
I've
you're
only
saying.
got
Okay. I-
got 2 infantry companies,
You got 2 infantry battalions.
battalions, but either way, I've only got 2
Yes.
and not 3.
Okay. Yeah, I put the arrow for them on mine, but I labeled them as 5th. So that's who these guys are.
Okay.
So
I'm good.
So let's see okay, so they're labeled as 4th Infantry Company and 5th Infantry Company
Mm-hmm.
and 1st Infantry Company, right?
First, second,
1st, 3rd,
third,
2nd.
4th. It goes.
Oh, good God! I've got
yeah,
all of those.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
jeez.
this guy. It counts down. It counts down this way. First, this is 1st and 2nd of the Motorized Rifle Battalion.
Okay.
That's these two. And then
Okay.
these guys are the Motorized Infantry Brigade. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Oh dear.
Oh,
I'm-
so you've got.
I'm
But
gonna
that
need
entire
more
brigade,
arrows.
remember, that entire brigade is 1 battalion.
Oh, jeez. I'm going to need more arrows.
No, you need fewer, actually. You got too many.
How so?
Well, here. This regiment here, the 56th, this brigade right here is 1, right?
Yes.
And then you've got this battalion, and this battalion. And then you've got
Those all belong to him.
these 3. Yes. Where's his HQ though? Motorized Rifle Battalion.
Well,
No.
Yep.
It goes in order again. This guy here is the commander of all this infantry.
okay. So I gotta designate him.
He
too.
commands the motorized. He commands the Motorized Rifle Battalion, which is this guy and this guy.
Does he have to be in certain range of anybody?
Yes.
Does he have any?
Yes.
Okay, what's his range?
He has this guy. He commands the Motorized Rifle Battalion. He's got to be within because it's how many does he got? 6. Yes, he's got to be within 6 inches.
Oh, 6 inches.
Or 12. Sorry, it's doubled. 12 inches.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll tell you what
That
we'll do
changes a
here.
lot.
I'll tell you what we'll do here, OJ. Since I just have one of these over in my area, this one, the 5th.
Yeah.
Okay. We're just gonna we're gonna have you take all of these guys here, plus this guy. Not that one.
Nope. What I'm saying is, though, this guy here, he
Yeah.
commands the other group of infantry, which is the Motorized Infantry Brigade.
I see. Okay.
So this
Fair
guy
enough.
commands these guys. This guy commands these guys. These guys are their independent, and then you got to sort out these guys.
Wow,
Okay.
that's not very much distance away from the HQ. That's
Now
basically on
it's
top of
better
each other.
though. It's better though for the Motorized Infantry Brigade because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, which means you can go out to 24 inches. And yes, they're very tight on each other. At 100 yards the inch, that's not surprising.
Yeah, these are very big formations.
Okay. These people belong to you then, OJ.
Mhm.
Who does?
Everybody he just
The ones-
pushed over there.
Yeah. I just pushed those guys over.
Okay, so wait a minute. Okay, hang on. I've got to, because part of my problem is the way I've draw these lines are going to be way out of command. So I didn't know that. Are the tanks under the same restrictions?
Yep. But the tanks they get their own commander, this 1st Battalion.
Right. But it's still 12 inches?
Yep.
Unless you have over, what, 12?
It's over 12, yeah. And he's not close.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, no, I apologize. OJ, that's the thing that is in that special rule. You see this guy right here, OJ, this 1st regiment?
Uh-huh.
This regiment is the command base for all these guys. For all the tanks.
Right, but it's still 12 inches, right?
24, because you've got 12 or more.
Oh, it's 24.
Mm-hmm.
That's better. Not a whole lot, but it's better. All right.
My God, yeah, because this is all one big one too.
It's going to be a much different game than the last one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I gotta erase a bunch of lines though and redraw stuff. Okay, so give me just a minute here to redraw my couple of my lines here.
You know what? I'm going to make a change on mine, too. Just thought better of something.
That's worthless. Go.
Oh, the derision that is being heaped on the Russians. Heaped, I say.
Yeah, well, it's a peanut gallery, so what do you expect? All right.
You know, it is nice that when you have a good chance of changing orders.
It is.
That's yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty big advantage.
Yeah, it is. I still don't, maybe I don't know enough about the Barbarossa era, but the Battle of Barbarossa, but I still thinking a 1 in 6 chance for the Russians of changing orders seems pretty.
Oh, I actually think it's perfect. I really do.
Do you?
Yeah, that they were scared to death.
Yeah.
There was no flexibility. That was their problem.
Yeah, but like later war though, they would be. I would think that it would be better.
Tell me that happened. Tell me what the order change flexibility was at Zalo Heights.
Well, okay, you're right, but
I
don't know.
Bagration. Look at Operation Bagration.
Yeah.
There was no maneuver there. Well, it depends how early you want to go. But von Manstein, the Kharkov counteroffensive, what does it depend on? It depends on the fact that they had no rear area flexibility. They got behind them.
Mm-hmm.
A lesson that the current Russian army does not appear to have learned.
I think I got 2 things that didn't render well, Jim. I got this little white box.
I saw that. Yeah, those guys.
I don't know what those
it's
are.
not a question of rendering. They didn't load. That particular gun is funny that way.
Okay. All right. As long as you saw it.
Yeah, I'm making notes as to which ones. What'll fix it is if I bring it in from the mod where it's from, it'll automatically pop in. It's funny.
I like how neat and clean OJ's lines look.
He does a wonderful job with that. He's kind of embarrassing you, really.
Oh yeah.
My goal in life.
It seems to be.
Embarrass Achilles with your straight lines.
That's right.
No, I meant you.
Oh, God, sorry. Great. I say nice things about the guy, and what do I get? Abuse. That's what I get.
Yeah. We've been married too long to expect anything else.
Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong.
This January will be 4 years, I think, won't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, the honeymoon is wearing off.
Never.
We got 3 years before we hit the 7-year itch, so we're good.
All right. So now, okay. So for infantry, then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, but the problem, what I'm saying to you is this breaks into 2 groups. One is the Motorized Rifle Battalion.
Right. Yep.
And the other is the Motorized Infantry Brigade.
Right.
Each
one's
of
the 54th and one's the 45th.
Right. Those are the 2 things that you have to. Those are 2 HQs. They're sitting right here.
Yep.
There's the 45th, and there is the where'd you put the 54th? There it is. They're down here. The 52nd.
Yeah.
Those are the guys you're writing the orders for. It's just 2.
I gotta still designate my tank HQ, don't I?
Well, you gotta. Yeah.
Don't worry, OJ. This is the hardest part of the game.
In a walk.
Yeah. Especially if you're Russian, because you have to know what's going to happen 10 turns from now.
All right.
Micro armor talk. You guys are the best.
Still the best 6mm.
Yeah.
World War II figures out there.
GHQ, baby. GHQ.
Yep.
On geohex terrain. Ooh.
And okay. And what's like the firing range of like my infantry?
It's right on them. Take a look. If you mouse over,
okay.
Don't go on the tank. The range is 12 inches.
Yeah, 12.
Now, their anti-tank range is 6 inches.
Okay.
And even more importantly, their spotting range, which is the first thing you got to think about, to see a tank in the open is 36 inches. To see a infantry or gun is 18. To see an infantry or gun under cover is 6 inches, which is nothing on this table.
Right.
Yeah, you're going to want to cover this and this early and get somebody here. And then you're probably going to want this guy to come out there maybe a little earlier.
Okay.
And
so let's make
you're
that
probably going to
adjustment
want to
here
cover
first.
those woods at some point as well.
You're thinking more like this?
Like to see them go out there before this guy does.
Before?
Yeah.
So there.
Yeah, that way they can cover.
Yeah, but I could afford GHQ, Robert.
All right. So let's do that. What other woods were you talking about? That last there? Yeah.
And you can bring these guys like turn 1 to there.
Right.
And then
that's what I was going to do.
Somebody headed for there. And then like turn 3 for there. Put somebody on that.
All right. My infantry companies were the 44th. 45th I got 4 to 5th and 1st.
You got,
and then just
you got the 40. You got the 45th and the 52nd.
Yeah, but I got to count companies because I got to give orders, lines for each company, right?
No, that's my point. You give orders.
Oh.
You give orders for the battalion only.
Oh, for the battalion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's where I was missing. Okay, apologies.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You've never played before.
However, if they're called regiments, they're actually battalions, and if they're brigades, they're probably battalions as well.
Take it up with Stalin, okay?
Exactly. The Russian OOBs are so freaking confusing.
It's like those flippin' British. It's like the British regiments, which are essentially divisions, or brigades, which are essentially divisions.
Yep. Well, yeah, and for the Russians, what they call a corps would be a Western division.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's very.
Yeah, let me tell you how much fun it is trying to build this, knowing that.
I almost feel sorry for you.
Yeah, you really don't,
Nope,
but that's
it passed.
Okay. You let it go. Yeah, Fritz had a wall at GHQ. My God, he had that wall at GHQ at his place on Prospect.
Okay, Achilles, look at what I've done and see if that looks any better.
Yeah, that's. I think a lot better.
Oh, I think actually one thing I'm missing here. And that at some point.
Yeah.
Probably like around.
Probably to secure it right before these guys make their move.
Or something like that, maybe. Will that work?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
I think.
Jim's, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think the key terrain for us is going to be holding right in this vicinity. Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Jim, does all that look pretty reasonable? I mean,
Yeah.
as far as clarity goes.
No, very clean. I like it.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
You know, he left out the part where the implied part of that was, unlike Achilles, whose lines are so chaotic, no one can read them.
Yes, Destruct, get in here. Destruct is coming. Yay!
Is our offboard artillery, is that rockets and 145 millimeter guns?
You got no offboard artillery.
Yeah.
Wait,
neither
what?
do I.
Yeah, what were you dreaming about?
all those movie reels.
Oh yeah.
Newsreels. All those Stalin. What do they call those? Stalin organs.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the
that doesn't come in
Katyushas?
until 1942.
Yeah,
Apparently, you guys take so long to get set up that an hour of having surprise guests still lets me get in.
Self-destruct. Come on in.
It's a
You can
complicated
join
process.
You can join the Wehrmacht.
Yep.
Ah, wonderful. Okay.
Joe's orders are in.
Wait, does Joe get Stukas or something?
No, there is no air power in this game. There is air power in the double blind.
Apparently, you
guys take so long
to get set up that an hour.
Somebody's got
I'm getting bleed through.
Yeah, somebody's got a
Echo.
live mic.
That's not me.
Not me.
Now it's
Not
quiet.
me.
Not it. Now it's quiet. Okay, we're good. Here we go. Destruct is coming. So, Destructive, you played Spearhead?
No.
Okay, cool. Then you're gonna learn.
I've watched you guys do it.
Yeah, then you're gonna learn just like OJ, which is awesome. We're gonna go to the
Does it
turn.
matter what color I go?
It really doesn't. The key thing is you have to join Joe on a team. Joe, make a team.
I did already.
You're diamonds. Yep. Go join diamonds so that you can see the plan. There is a plan.
Okay, so let me explain the plan, and you tell me if you want to change anything.
You can tell them in the clear now, Joe. We're already done. We're done drawing our lines, aren't we, OJ?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I am.
Okay,
So,
yeah, we're done.
So
Well,
we're locked in.
Yeah. So we have 3 battalions. Okay. We have the 1st Battalion right here of the 113th. We have the 2nd Battalion of the 113th, and so each of these includes 3 companies, all with trucks. And they also include over here on the right-hand side a heavy weapons company. It looks like,
Mm-hmm.
which includes machine gun platoon, mortars, some.
They should have an IG, or do they get the IG? No, they've got
Yeah,
the.
they
They've
got
got
an IG.
and they've got a flamethrower. They get flamethrower companies.
Yep. So these are all support. Okay, so one of these groupings per thing, and then we also have a Panzer battalion. This is early, so it's mostly Panzer threes, and there's a couple Panzer fours in here. So it's 3 battalions in Spearhead. We give orders to each battalion individually on this hidden map. Okay, and the line with if they have an arrow, it means it's an attack. If you played Shaco, it's like Shaco. Okay. We are also allowed to do all defenses, flank marches, things like that. And these, but in here, instead of like how we had been doing in Shaco, is these can be turned. So we could say, go to here until turn 2, and then at turn 3, go up here. So I already, I think you can kind of see the battle plan. This is a meeting engagement. So
Okay.
I think you can kind of understand what the battle plan is. Do you want to make any, since we're both playing this game, do you want to make any changes?
Well, firstly, what are the victory conditions?
Kill the other guy.
Destroy the other guy.
The first team to kill 2 battalions wins. No turn limit.
So we don't have to go off the board.
You
Nope.
don't.
No, we don't. And good dig on Achilles. So, no, we don't have to go off the board. And
Okay.
we have a strong advantage over the Russians because we can change our orders with a 5 in 6 chance of being successful. Russians can only change their orders with a 1 in 6 chance of being successful.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah. So, do you first of all, what formation would you like to command?
I personally would really like the Panzer Battalion.
Well,
Okay,
and that'll give you a couple. Well, so that's this.
Yep, right here.
Okay.
So let's get started, and you can watch. You'll figure it out.
Yep.
Because you're a quick learner. I've seen that.
Oh goodness.
And look, did you notice this?
Is that the immediate, or is that like how do I put this? Is that the turn that they
that's
have?
a turn of arrival.
That's the turn of arrival. I understand. Okay. Actually, that's probably a good thing, so I can actually watch.
On point. So we begin with die rolling, and already is he happy about this, or will he be honorable and admit that this is a loathsome and unfair advantage? We're going to roll for initiative, and the Germans get a +2.
I like being German. This sounds good.
Oh, sorry about that. Let me erase.
You don't get to roll 2 dice. A 5.
Let me clear that.
You need a 3+. And what happens with ties?
Ah! Stop. Okay.
Okay over there.
Jim?
We're rolling 2 dice, Joe.
Do you want some help?
Yeah,
No,
there really seems to be
I'm
problems
fine.
over here. There we go.
I'm fine. There we go.
I'm doubtful.
Perfect.
And it's a 3.
Well, I think
So the Russians have the initiative. They have the choice. This is a movement game where both sides are going to move, and then we're going to go to firing. So the first thing we ask, however, is Russians, do you want to let the Germans move, or do you want to go first?
I think we will let the Germans move first, since
Germans,
it's
you
turn
go
1
first.
and
You're
no one's
gonna
going to be
follow-
anywhere near anybody.
So Joe knows this. He's going to, just like in Shaco, he's going to follow his arrow with his battalion commander. We see that he has, he'll bring out the 1st battalion. We'll see how big it is, and that'll determine the command zone for that battalion.
Yep.
And we see that that is the 1st Battalion, 113th Schutzen.
Yep.
We see that that is well over 12, so he has a 24-inch command range.
Yep.
And Destruct, if you didn't hear it, yeah, this is one of my doubles. So he has a ton of things. He has a ton of things on vehicles.
What's the movement? I'm sorry, 18, right?
Should be that's yep. 18.
Should be in the tooltip.
It's all in the
and the tooltips have the doubled measurements
all
already
doubled.
built in. Okay, wonderful.
See my HQ guys? Do you see my HQ guys? You see the effort I'm putting in here? Do you? Destruct.
Well, I
made
saw
me
the
do
nice
this.
little sandbags in the bushes and stuff, and I was very
Well, that was
impressed.
you, man. That was all you. You drove me to that madness.
I don't apologize.
I didn't think you did. Now, the one thing I will say, and there's only one unit, I think, out there that has this. The 1st Company, 2nd Battalion, 113th Schutzen is gepanzert, which means it is in half-tracks, which means it can fight from those half-tracks if it wishes.
Just the one company, eh?
Yeah, that's all they get. That's specific to the... that is clear in the scenario.
Yeah, this is pretty much Barbarossa, so it's pretty...
Yeah, that whole half-track thing hadn't really happened yet.
Shame.
What really cracks me up is that in the late war scenario we're going to play for the double blind, there is a company of cavalry on the German side because they're so out of guys.
What?
They're so out of vehicles. Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to drag him back a little bit.
Okay.
He doesn't have to be at the tip of the spear.
No.
He's got a huge command range, 24 inches, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And that is not that for a change does not have to do with his Germanness. It has to do with the size of the battalion.
Yep.
So it is the size that matters.
Yes. Mm.
And just so I don't have to stop and look it up, what's the going through woods? What was the
For
You
wheeled,
lose 4 inches.
no, it's
Isn't
a fraction.
Oh no,
For wheeled in woods, for wheeled it's 1/4 speed, so it's 4 to 1.
That's right.
The cost is 4 to 1.
I was thinking of that. I was thinking of Altar of Freedom.
Go ahead, OJ, call it out. OJ rule.
Yep.
So you know how we have like a heavy weapons battalion that goes with some of our other battalions?
Yep.
I always wondered why like you don't have like things like the machine gun companies spread out through the infantry, and why it's like together in
You
these
can.
games.
You actually it's one of the really cool things in Spearhead. When you get this guy out of a truck, one of the things you can do, let me show you something. As long as they're in the same, I'm just copying, so don't worry about it. You can do that. This guy can shoot through this guy, and all range to this guy is measured through this guy. Also,
I guess I was just more like, why don't they give the machine guns to a couple machine guns to a few different companies that increases their rate of fire or something? I don't know.
and I think that's ultimately what this represents.
I see. Okay.
So this is what you're really going to do because you want to protect the machine gun company for what it's throwing down range. So if the Russians are going to shoot at you, they got to shoot at this guy because you got to shoot it nearest. You can actually protect the machine gunners while increasing their ability to fire because you measure LOS from here.
That's really cool.
Yep, it's a neat rule.
Now, the actual reason it's done that way is because you think of the heavy weapons company as a kind of concentrated artillery, like a grand battery from Napoleonic era. It's directed by that echelon commander, so he puts it at the most critical point, a concentration of fire where he thinks it's necessary. Although he can break it up amongst his units if it's tactically, if he feels that it's tactically beneficial to do so. But
that's sort of just why with the machine guns, especially with like mortars and artillery, like it makes sense to have it concentrated. Just like you think like, I'm gonna give like a couple of these machine guns to like each company so they are better by themselves. I don't know.
Yeah, but the tactics are generally you want to make you don't want to slow down if you're moving, you don't want to slow down the maneuver elements.
And just
with the heavier weapons. And at the same time, you want to be able to direct them at the critical point.
And Joe, just
So-
remember, you're under obligatory movement here, so that's 12 inches no matter what.
I thought because I'm German, I'm not.
No. He's got to go 24 inches. You can go 12.
Oh, I have to go 12.
Yeah, you have to go 12.
Okay.
Or as fast as you, or as far as you can, whichever is less. Whichever.
Fair enough. I forgot that.
Yeah.
So I know exactly what we're going to do then.
Is that the same for me when
Yes.
I?
Mhm.
Okay.
Because you
So
have
it
to-
doesn't matter if you're infantry or a vehicle, you have to move the same amount? Or is
Exactly.
that-
Obligatory movement in the base game, which is not doubled, is 6 inches. The Russians have to move the Russians are even worse. They actually have to move their whole movement, whatever it is.
I see. Okay.
Or to the end of their arrow, whichever comes first.
Correct.
Well, while we're moving, can someone explain spotting to me?
Yes, it's probably the most important rule in the system, and I think it's insanely elegant. What you're going to do, it is first and foremost, it is first done by battalion, which is why the recon units are so important. They can go they can actually go double outside the command zone. The command zone, it can either be 6 or 12. If you are recon, you can go an additional 24 inches or 12 inches, I guess. You can go that additional distance out. When a platoon within a battalion spots something at the ranges indicated, and you can see it right here on the chart. They're actually, when you look at the scale of the table, it's pretty short. If they're in cover, it's 6 and 12. If they're in the open, it's 18 and 36. If you're on a hill, you get an extra 6 inches.
Okay, that makes sense.
If you shoot, you get seen an additional 24 inches, unless you're a mortar 82 inches or 81 millimeter or smaller. So the first thing that happens is you're blazing along on attack orders. If a platoon within the battalion spots you, the entire battalion is now allowed to react to you.
Okay.
It stays in CZ, but it can attack you, it can outflank you, it can do all those things. But then it must resume its arrow when it kills you, when you're no longer spotted.
That makes sense. Okay, and then with the in-cover things, so let's say I'm outside of the cover and I'm looking at trying to spot someone in cover.
Yes.
That 3 inches starts at the edge of the cover.
No, the 3 inches starts from your nose and goes into the trees.
But let's say I'm like let's say I'm like
I'll go
12
get some.
inches away, right?
I'll get
Yeah,
some
if you
guys.
wouldn't mind.
There you go. Go ahead, put him. You can't see him. Can't see him.
So at what point can I see them?
When they shoot the point man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It's
That's
like that. It's like that. And I'll make it worse for you. The first time you spot him, you can't attack him in that attack phase. He gets what's called an ambush fire.
And that's only if they're in cover.
Correct. He gets to shoot you for free. And what's even worse, if he gets to move first the next turn and can get out of your spotting range, he vanishes again.
Okay. That's rough, but okay. Now, question before you move them away.
I got him right here.
Shoot and scoot.
What happens when I'm behind them?
Can you see him?
Let's say I'm within 3 inches to see
Okay,
them.
so you are able to see them and you're eligible to shoot them. What we're going to do is we're going to take the modifiers. It's the way the combat system works. You're going to look for your AI value, your infantry value, which is a 5. You're going to compare it to his defense, which is a 5, which means you're at a net 0.
Oh, I meant with like in terms of him having ambush fire and stuff. Like let's say,
you still can't shoot him. And he
But can
he cannot shoot at you. He would have to turn to see you.
Okay, that was my question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, his fire is 180 degrees to his front. It's not 45. Yeah, he can see across his entire frontage.
Okay.
But
Is that with everything?
No, that's for infantry. Well, it's for anything except turretless vehicles and AT guns
Got it.
And
and
Jim,
heavy,
you might,
and heavy machine guns.
you might want to mention the what is the stop, stopping them on the move kind
Well,
of thing.
it's not stopping them so
It's
much.
not stopping.
It's
I
remembering
was trying to
them.
think of the word.
It's
Yeah, it's like when they
it,
pass in front
yeah.
of
So
your
this guy
cone
is
of
here,
fire.
right? And he's going to come cruising along, and for whatever reason, he gets to here. You can't see him, right? You get to say, wait a minute, that guy is what's called, he has disappeared.
That's the word I was trying to think of.
And you get to mark him
Yeah,
with one
that's
of
what they
these
call it.
things, which means you get to shoot him in the command phase because he was disappeared.
Wait, you get to shoot him because he was
You
disappeared?
you would have had a chance to shoot him.
Oh, like as he left your line
Yeah,
of sight.
it's
kind of
op
thing.
fire
Okay.
is what it is.
Yeah, I'm almost done.
No worries.
Your trucks are facing backwards.
Well,
I'll fix him.
flip them around if you
I
would.
can't live with that.
I can't. I'm not. I'm zoomed pretty far out, so I can see
We'll fix
more
you.
of the.
You're all good. You're all
Yeah. What are these? This is.
Could you imagine just reversing up the entire battlefield? That'd be hilarious.
good. Yes, I can.
Be right back.
These guys are going to be... Oh, that's right. They went to the front. Duh. Perfect. Well done.
Okay. I think that's it.
Hey, Russians, there's trucks attacking.
There are.
All right, Russians, your turn to move. Let's see it. There are a lot of you buggers.
Yeah.
Jim, just so you're aware, we can see the turn counts on their sheet.
All right.
Oh.
Let me fix that.
The turn counts.
You can't see their
Oh, yeah.
lines, but you can see their turns.
I can't see their lines. I can see the turns, though.
Oh, they probably can see ours too. Then.
Don't know if it matters. I just figured I'd let
Nope,
you know.
because you were set a little differently. Can you see them now?
No.
Good.
No.
All fixed. Thank you. Spoken like a gentleman. OJ Achilles. I know. Did Achilles just take off for a sec?
Okay, I'm back.
There he is. You're up. Your move.
Oh. All right.
You're being attacked by an army of trucks.
That's frightening.
That's all the
Okay.
Germans had left. Just trucks.
Just hurtling after the whole Finland experiment. They got nothing but trucks left.
You thought UPS was just logistics.
Okay, it's OJ. Everybody that's marked for move on turn 1.
Time to
Right.
go.
So right here at the table's edge, right?
Yes,
Like we
sir.
normally do.
Yes, sir.
Oh, what happened to all my? That's odd. All my little texts on the line seems to have vanished.
You're probably just missing the angle. This can be a thing. Just tilt.
There it is.
Tilt
Okay,
the
yeah,
angle
I
of your
see that.
view. It's a thing. Yeah. You've never
Okay.
played Fletcher Pratt with us, have you?
No.
No, yeah.
No.
And we've discovered in
love to.
Fletcher Pratt that there are some limits to that. That it can get tilted away, but it's fine.
So Jim, what did we have to do to see if we can dismount our trucks?
It takes your whole turn. It takes your whole move to do.
Oh, okay. So if I move forward, then I can't dismount.
No, yeah.
All right. And then it takes a whole turn to mount back up.
Well, and it doesn't even matter because you gotta these guys, for example, they gotta go 18 inches.
Oh, that's right. They got to go 18. don't
18
they?
inches or to the as Achilles said, 18 inches or to the end of their arrow.
Yep. Which is where they're at.
Awesome.
And if I remember correctly, hills have no movement effect on tracked vehicles.
Nothing on tracked, correct?
Which one of these 3 bases do I use for the headquarters?
For which now? I'm sorry.
For the 52nd Infantry here.
52nd Infantry, right there. You just pinged it.
Just that one
Yeah,
base?
that is the one. This is actually the Motorized Rifle Battalion. Well, that is too. What is this? Oh, this is a support unit of, what are they? Those are flamethrowers. You bring out the trucks.
Oh. I didn't know I had flamethrowers.
You do.
All right.
You get in range
There
of
we go.
those, you're about to have a very bad day.
That'd be heartbreaking.
That would break my heart.
Ooh, question. If you dip
Gotta be
below
out
the allotted units for the battalion, does your command range go down, or does it just stay the same?
No, it's at start of the game.
Got it.
Jim, I had to move this up. He didn't move. The headquarters didn't move
A sufficient amount.
a sufficient amount. Yes,
Okay, cool.
so I had to move him.
At this range, I doubt the German or the Russians are going to object.
Yeah, I don't.
I
don't
doubt
think so.
at this range, even on the physical tabletop, they could have seen it. So
That's right. We can't even see your mistake.
So if I get to an elbow on my movement, it's a free turn. Is that right?
just keep on turning, just follow it. Yep.
Yeah.
This is going to be such a blast double blind.
Oh yeah, you're just moving along, wondering where the heck they are.
Yep, exactly. If I remember correctly, those T-26s are fairly fragile.
Yes.
Yeah. Defense 3-2.
Well, and the biggest issue of all, of course, is they only got a 2. Most of y'all only have a 2-foot range. And given the fact that this table is
Mine are 3-2 also.
10
These are
feet
3.
across.
Yeah.
10 by 10, kids.
Is the difference between the AT/AI versus the target's defense, is that like each point difference is a negative modifier?
Well, you subtract the defense from your attack against that thing. So if you're firing at a tank, you use AT. If you're firing at squishy, you fire at the AI. So you take the attack value, subtract the defense. That becomes the modifier, positive or negative, on a single die roll. 4 or 5 suppresses, 6 kills.
Okay, so like if it's a -2, you can't
kill
do
it.
anything.
If it's a -3 or worse, if it's a -3 or worse, you then can only suppress. You roll 2d6, and on 11 or 12, you suppress. 2 suppresses is a kill.
Okay.
Jim, on my movement over here for the 5th Battalion,
Yes, sir.
coming straight up this way, would he have had an issue coming across this hill
No,
right here?
no.
Okay.
Minor.
I just wanted to make sure before I moved anybody else.
He probably, the guys in the back probably got bumped around a little bit, but other than that, no.
Okay.
God almighty. I made the thing, and now I'm just looking at it going, there's a lot of you jokers.
It's
You
the
know, this would be
Russians.
easier. This would be easier if we had colored bases
No, it
to
wouldn't.
identify.
That would be ugly. Can you imagine how ugly? Look how nice this is. Look how nice this is without. And Achilles, I don't know why you think you're pushing those, but that's you only bring out the trucks.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
They're riding on the front.
Yeah. They put the IGs on the front.
Big Z's on front.
Ooh.
They're Russians. They don't know how to drive in a truck.
What happens if you destroy a truck with something inside it?
The thing is dead.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah. The Artie is very, very clear. Don't get into combat range with trucks.
Yeah.
Got it.
Which is also why everything except the AT guns and the support weapons, the minute you deploy out of the truck vanishes for the balance of the game.
So you can't get back in.
Yeah, you don't remount infantry because there's no truck driver. I'll let Achilles speak to this, but I actually happen to know. There's no truck driver in any armed force that wants to be near the AO.
That's the truth.
I'm sure there's one. There's one crazy person.
Yeah,
somewhere.
there's what was his nickname from We Were Soldiers once? Snake shit.
There's always that one guy.
Oddball.
Don't be
Yeah,
that guy.
yeah, oddball.
He had a tank though.
Yeah, he was, and he didn't want to tangle with no tigers, man.
Nobody say anything about tigers, man.
Never get out of the boat.
Yeah. Got all them Russians moved? We good?
All mine are
got one
done.
more.
There are a lot of Russians.
Oh, yeah. Everybody max moved. Did you do the right thing? Far as you can
I
go?
think so. And I just got to bring on now. Which of these two headquarters or both of these headquarter units come on?
This right here. Oh yeah, this is a separate. This is this unit's commander. So
Okay.
if this guy were to
this
get,
is
that guy's the actual. This guy can kind of cruise around as he wants, and he can jump in case he should manage to blow that up, which I don't recommend you do.
right. So do I need to put this other one on the map?
Yeah,
somewhere with
he
the
just
line?
kind of goes around the board. He doesn't get an arrow.
Okay, that's what I meant though. So I can just kind of set him up
Yep.
anywhere I want,
Mhm.
and he'll be fine.
Yep.
Imagine having so little responsibility that you can just do whatever you want.
So little. And remember, Mike, you are driving over hedges, which do have an effect. That's a wheeled vehicle, right?
Maybe.
No, that's I'm pretty sure. That's one of the scout cars, right?
If you zoom in, there are wheels.
Yep. Scout car.
Yeah, light hedges, half speed.
Half speed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm good with that.
You still got to go max if you got him out there, though. Remember.
Yeah, that's fine.
So 12. There he is. I made those hedges. You will respect them.
Oh, I mean, sure.
All right, that's it, right? I cannot believe anybody's in range of anybody, but you want to try to argue?
Do we want to argue?
Yeah,
86 inch range, right?
You're 9 feet apart, so it's
A tank shell should go about 9 feet, right?
ask Achilles. I don't know. All right, so that's it. So that's turn one. Because we would then go through shooting, and one of the biggest deals in this game for both OJ and Destruct is that there's a hierarchy of shooting. Interestingly enough, artillery goes first, then stationary infantry, then ATGs, then stationary vehicles, then moving infantry, and only then moving vehicles.
Okay.
So it's kind of interesting. All right, that's it then. So, initiative, next round, still +2 for the Germans.
You can do it. I believe in you.
We
Well,
can
it's
sure beat
50% better.
What do you think, Germans? Who goes first?
I don't know if it matters.
That's been one of the questions. Vance asked that question. I don't know as it matters at this phase. It could matter. I know it
definitely,
matters later.
definitely later.
Yeah,
but
later
like at the
it'll matter.
moment,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. So, but either way, Joe, who do you think? Joe, are you muted?
Russians.
Russians
I
go
could
first.
see-
Go.
Okay.
Sorry about that. My mic was muted.
Never a
I
word.
could see why it would actually, even at this stage, it might matter more to the Germans than the Russians because of their ability to change orders.
Well, you can't just change orders willy-nilly, though.
No, but they can do it much more easily than we can. So their flexibility
Well,
means
remember,
if
though,
they start to see where we're going.
remember, you can't just even try to change orders just because you want to.
so how do you change
Okay.
orders?
You said, well, you do. It happens at the end of the turn, and you do have to roll for it. Under what circumstances can you change orders? I'm going to say this while Russians start moving yourself.
Okay. So
The
everything
initial,
marked for turn 2, OJ.
Order changes may be given to any battalion with an unsuppressed BC at any time after any enemy forces have been spotted. At least one platoon of an enemy fighting battalion, not recon, must be spotted to meet this requirement.
Okay, so you have to make contact with the enemy.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay.
And battalions whose platoons are performing direct fire or are being fired upon by direct fire may not receive changes of orders. Unless they are German. I'm not kidding.
Of course not.
Germans get a lot of bonuses.
They do. Artie
They
loved,
do, don't
Artie
they?
loved him some Germans.
I don't know if it's all warranted though.
Some of it is. Some of it is. Some of it makes me go,
By the way, Has threw something up in the chat for you.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, no. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. That actually is what goosed me to finish up the 1809 game for Valor and Fortitude, because that means I can now, with the Waterloo British, I can now do Quatre Bras. So
I know this might be a request for a lot later,
Uh-huh.
but it'd be fun if we could do the Battle of the Scheldt in the Netherlands with the Canadians at some point
oh man,
with this rule set.
do I have? I've got the one scenario book. I've got White Star Rising, which is Western Front. But you want to you want to do 1940.
No. I want to do this is Market Garden. This is what the Canadians were doing.
Airborne.
Yeah.
We were going through all the marshes and shit while everyone else was going down roads.
Yeah.
I mean, Market Garden shouldn't be very hard to find TO&E for. So.
Well, there you go. A leap of faith. Airborne assault over the Rhine.
Yeah, when you get a second, Jim, I got a map interpretation question for you.
Sure.
So right here on the map here, you see where I was stopping this unit?
Let me see here. So you're saying so show me on the map what your question. So there, yeah.
Yep. Where about, because the hills shapes don't quite match, so I was
Don't
trying
hurt my
to.
feelings.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm just saying that.
No,
I'm trying to get the position right based
where
off
this
of what
guy is just the right spot.
Okay. So would he have so he needs to rotate?
Yeah, give
around?
himself a little like that. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So his line of sight, is that going to be over this piece of the hill? Because on the
yeah,
map drawing, that hill doesn't exist. That's why I was
fine.
asking.
He's
Okay.
perfectly. He can see over there.
That's really what I was asking about. Is where does he need to be to?
He can see over there. Can he see over this way? No, he can't. Can he see over there?
Actually, this is a good time to ask about hills and line of sight.
It's all crests. It's all crests. So take this hill for example. It's going to have, this one's almost too round, but it's got a military crest that way. It's got a military crest this way. So if you get up on top of the hill, you got to kind of get halfway over it to see properly.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Do trucks get free turn too on the arrow?
Absolutely, everybody does.
Okay.
It's free turn Wednesday.
It's
Free turn?
For everybody but the Russians.
Yeah, exactly. If you're German, it's free turn Wednesday.
And there's a special free turn Friday.
They call it Freiturn.
Yeah.
Freiturn Freitag.
Okay.
Was that your cell phone? Okay. Hey, how you doing, Volker?
I'm doing well.
You're chilling out. You're not even doing homework.
I'm not.
You must have rocked it tonight. Well done.
I was doing cross country in the winter.
He cross country ended on Saturday.
Oh,
but he is now in the maintenance phase. So and this goes back to when I was at the same high school a lot of years ago. They have a thing called RAW, Run All Winter, and he's doing that.
Cool.
Raw is exactly what
mean-
it'll be.
Yeah.
Now, is that inside running?
No.
Or
That's
all out?
they,
Okay.
they bundle up and he hit 4 miles outdoor in about, well, it wasn't cold today really. But.
I assumed it was outside, but I didn't know if for some reason they had an indoor running track.
It's an all boys school, and the teacher that taught me, who's not in his 80s but he's still around, he used to get on the mic and, all right, you wussies, we're gonna run all winter. Be there 4:00.
Probably says it today too.
Oh, he does. Only guy that's ever had to have both his knees replaced twice because he refused to listen to the doctor when they told him not to run on the first set.
Wow.
I was at the dentist today, and the guy in the next area over said he had to have a knee replaced 5 times.
Oof.
Ouch.
Because they got the wrong size like 2 or 3 times and broke his leg because of the wrong size knees.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
I am not looking forward to any of these things.
Take care of your knees.
Yeah, no, I'm a walker. I ain't no runner.
Yeah,
in January 2020, my son had major knee surgery done already. Kept dislocating it.
Are my Russian friends done?
I think so. Yeah. I think I can.
Germans.
They're all done.
Yep.
Germans.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Make sure I remember what I've got here. Because they're all in trucks.
Because they're all in trucks.
Driving around, looking at the pretty countryside. We're invading.
What you say?
What are the restrictions on moving? Can you just go in any direction? Do
No,
you have to pivot
straight ahead,
first?
straight ahead, straight ahead. Straight
Yeah,
ahead. You get at the start of your turn, you can pivot 45 degrees left or right, and then go straight. But the key is you got to sit that battalion commander on this arrow.
Yeah.
He's your key.
Okay.
And he's got to go dead straight. Now, as was said earlier by OJ, when you have if you have a bend in the arrow, you can follow that for free. That is not a turn. That is not a pivot.
Okay. Got it. So if you have like a squiggly line, you can just follow it.
Yeah. Now, once you make contact, which occurs after spotting, then you can begin to respond to things as long as you stay in BC.
Okay.
So, like this guy here, I want to move him here. Okay, so I actually have to pivot him a little bit in order to do that.
Got it. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Yeah, this feels really fun on a big table, though. I like it.
Yeah, it does.
I do want croupier sticks, though.
What sticks?
Those things that the guys that run craps tables use.
Oh,
Push
in
the chips around.
little Air Force
Exactly.
pushy sticks. Yeah.
Not there yet.
No, you're not. Although 60 inches would be.
Yep.
We're bringing out our naval guns.
So it's in the open 36 inches because it's doubled, right?
If you're looking at the chart, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, even looking at your ATGs. Yeah, you've got an ATG 45-66. Even that's just got a range of 24 inches. So.
This isn't going to be like the one Quattro Raw that we just keep running toward each other and run out of time.
There's no time limit.
So, yes, OJ, we could run at each other forever.
We will die of old age, and then someone else will take over playing.
I heard you are playing my father's game of Spearhead.
Our children's children, Vilker's children.
After 3 generations, they have finally spotted each other.
I don't know. It's
To be fair, we're an hour and a half in and haven't fired a shot yet.
well,
Yes, but an hour
we
and
spent an
50
hour with a
minutes of that
certain
was
Russian player not
drawing
being able to
lines.
find his butt with both hands and a flashlight.
Hey, The player only does as well as he understands the rules.
Fair enough.
It's
Or the
good.
rules have been
I
explained
was
to
I was
him.
able to go through like everything I had to and still join.
No, I mean, like we
It was
said,
part of my master plan.
the planning, the drawing does take time, and it should. I mean, because that's.
Yeah. That's the hard part.
But if you'll notice, I mean, these turns are clicking off at about 10 minutes each. So
That's true.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll pick up. The pace will definitely pick up here for a little bit.
It would if Joe would stop moving one piece at a time.
yeah,
I'm not moving one piece at a time. But the problem is you got to wait 3 seconds for every tooltip to come up. So you need to
They've
know
all
where
got the
everything-
same movement. They're in trucks. They're
You-
all 18.
You know
inches.
what? You know what, Achilles? You know what would really help this?
What's that?
Colored bases.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Can you imagine how many different colors you'd have? You'd be driving yourselves nuts.
I'd be okay with it. I would be okay with it.
A nice hot pink and a
Yeah,
neon orange.
I'm there.
God, would that be ugly?
Jim runs this channel for the colorblind.
All about the aesthetic.
You darn right.
Now, Jim, I read somewhere that that minor movements in order to hug a
Yes. Yep. Mhm.
So like I have to turn him to turn,
But you
but
can,
like
yes,
I can go like this.
you can. Now that's not a fair movement though, because you got to measure from here to here and then from there to there. I don't know if
Okay,
it's that
fair
much difference, but yes, that turn is allowable. Do you see what he's doing? That's a good point.
Yeah, he's
Okay, so you can conform to terrain.
Exactly. You can.
Yes.
These guys are smart enough to not drive into a forest.
Wow.
Although
what they
again, I'm
call
going to
that.
ask. Then I'm going to ask Achilles, is that true? I don't
No, it's not.
know.
I ran my truck into a tree, man.
Oh, bro.
The road sign said I was supposed to
But
go
you
this
do
way.
have to face forward like that.
Yeah.
I was changing tracks on my CD player when bam!
I was
Remember-
changing track. Wait, CD player?
I was gonna say that's not gonna be that's not a problem anymore, is it?
It was in the first Gulf War.
So what music were you playing when you first crossed the berm?
I was playing the Immigrant song.
Nice.
Okay.
See,
Wow.
now that's so Volker.
Literally was
When-
through
when,
the speakers.
When Achilles went over the berm, and was that Gulf War I or Gulf War II?
That was one.
During Gulf War
Yeah.
I, his tank was blaring the Immigrant song.
That was indeed.
That's pretty epic. You have been declared epic by a teenager. Well done, my friend.
It is epic.
That's a high compliment.
It is. It is. It doesn't come easy from them.
I better measure that. This table size is pretty huge.
Yeah. Although you're you pulled up a little short of the 18 there anyway. But,
Yeah,
which
that's
is
all right. Wheeled through things is half, right?
no
Right.
quartered.
Wheeled
Jim is
through
the
four-
Spinal Tap of wargaming, tabletop wargaming. He doubles the size. He has,
Yeah.
he has size. He has volume 11 on.
It
his
goes to
table.
11, baby.
I'm sure you could make
Yeah.
it bigger.
Well, I would have stuck with this because I like it a lot, but the double blind doesn't work. The double blind actually gets to the limits of what Tabletop Simulator can handle.
We never finished that one game, did we?
No, we didn't. I keep thinking about that.
What the
We
last
can
one?
make it big.
No, the 1815 Snappy Nappy campaign.
Oh.
We have to try to figure out how to get everybody back together at the same time.
That's the problem
That's
with
the
it,
biggest
yeah.
problem.
Yeah. Okay, and if I dismount infantry, then they are stuck there until next turn, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. So that's gonna be.
Can't you just go around like the forest like everyone else?
I can, but the problem is that the battalion formation. Well, I guess maybe there's enough. Maybe there's enough time.
You can literally slot yourself in beside these guys.
Yeah,
I know.
I don't doubt you could.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's I'm not so sure that's the smartest idea though. But I mean, we can give it a shot. Let's start from here.
It's just because the guys you already left in the forest are going to have a hell of a time catching up to everyone else.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. See, that's
Make a point
first.
there.
Too fresh. See, that's not where I want him though. It's not where I want him.
Okay.
So, yeah, let's do this. I am going to. That's going to be my. It's going to be an inch, and then. So that's going to be 18. So 17 quartered is what?
4 1/4.
6. How much?
If you just go 5.5 forward, that should be fine.
4.25. Yeah, it's 5.5. As the man
Yep.
said.
All right, cool.
Driving trucks through the trees. I don't know.
6. So
You're pretty well
that
done.
gives-
The minute you hit that, you're done.
He'll have 3 inches, won't he?
No, because well, it's true. It is a pro rat, so it's 12, 3. Yeah, 3 inches left.
I got you, Joe. You take those 3 inches.
You get those 3
That's right.
inches on this 10-foot table.
You keep getting just a little bit more, Joe. Just a little bit more. You're
You'll
almost
see.
there.
Well, actually, in fairness, that is 3 football fields that he got out of that deal.
Yeah. So let's call that 4 inches. 4
Leaves
minus
you 14. 14 and a 14 quartered is 3, and usually rely on Velker. What's 14 divided by 4?
It's 3.6.
3.6.
there.
Yeah, Velker sits here on a regular basis doing division for his dad.
No, 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Let me get these guys out of here now.
So,
I'm-
question about maintaining command range, right?
Yes, sir.
If part of your units, like let's say these guys at the back, like are due to restrictions, are incapable of going enough of the arrow to like catch up, does everything have to wait for them to catch up?
No,
before
they
keep
have to
going?
catch up. They have to get back into range.
But everything else can just do
Yep.
its own
Mhm.
thing. Okay, got it.
And I just have to move this guy 12. I moved him a total of 18, so I could move him.
Yeah, he could move him less, too.
Yeah, I could move him. What? 12 minus 18 is. I can move him 6 inches back.
That's fair.
To go pick them
You
up.
Yeah,
Did you move those guys in the forest 6 inches forward?
but no, it's 4.5, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
18 divided by 4 is
Yeah, it's 4 1/4.
Oh yeah,
Four.
you're right. I can do math, I promise.
Okay, so I'm done.
What's
All right.
different? You're doing Canadian math.
Oh, that's right.
Anybody shooting? I don't think so. Turn 3.
Not at this
Balls.
point.
Initiative. Do it. And the only reason the
All
turn number matters is in this game is because
Oh, that's totally.
Oh, dear. there's a
That
there we
sucks.
go. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Russians, who goes
Honest-
first?
It's not
No,
really a
I don't
hardship still.
not yet.
Uh,
Them Russians. Win.
I think.
That's wow.
Yeah, I think they will go first again.
Germans, do it again.
Okay.
Is this a level 2 hill?
Yep.
So that's 6 inches extra line of sight.
It is. Yep.
Which one did you click on?
That one is. This one is.
Yep.
So they basically get the edge of that hill. Isn't
And I'm
it?
pretty sure it's 12 extra inches, remember? Because everything's doubled.
That's a double.
Oh wow.
So wait a minute, my range is 24, right?
No,
No,
it
it's
doesn't affect range. It
36.
affects spotting.
So your spotting
spotting.
is 36
Spotting.
inches. So
Yeah,
18
your spotting
times
is
2.
36, so you add 12. You're talking
48.
30, yeah.
48.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, as soon as you get on top of that hill, we're looking at each other now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it didn't take 3 generations.
It did
Nope. All right.
Well, you're not exactly looking at each other. His spotting range is 48. Yours is still 36.
Yeah, but as soon as we get on the same level 2 hill, we'll be seeing each other.
Yeah.
So this is interesting. So when to dismount?
Mm-hmm.
Because infantry still move 12.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not, and the trucks move 18.
Mm-hmm.
So if I dismount now, then he can move up, but I'll probably still have cover.
You'll be behind this level 2 hill at best, so you wouldn't be able to see him. But I don't know if that matters to you.
Well, I'm in trucks right now. I don't want him to see me.
Oh, I just
So-
meant like when you dismount, your 12-inch move won't get you far enough to actually see him.
No, but if I move these guys right now, I can get them on the hill. But then he's going to go, and he could actually probably get close enough to spot them and fire on them.
Not this turn.
You don't think?
They move
He's gonna move
18.
He moves 18, and he can shoot out to 24.
24.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got 36 inches
Oh,
of...
his guns are better than ours. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think these...
So much for
these,
being Germans.
These guys are... Oh, these guys are 24. So if I stick them on there...
No, that I thought they were like our tanks. Apparently not.
No. So we're looking at 34 inches there.
No, you were right. Don't go on the hill with your trucks.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it was 18-inch range. I'm like, oh, we're still okay.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and dismount.
Your 3J's got that kind of range,
Yeah.
Yeah.
as I think your 4s do. Yeah. Oh, your
No.
4s are actually shorter, but your 4s
Because it's
actually...
the short-barreled 4s.
Yeah, right. They're the stubby 4s.
So this is the first company
Mm-hmm.
of the 2nd Battalion.
Mm-hmm.
That's these
So
guys.
So he's going to dismount there.
Yep.
And then he doesn't move, or he'd still move?
No, he's done. He's done.
That's
He-
what I thought.
he-
Okay.
When you dismount, do you have to replace the like base exactly, or you
should
get
try.
some
You should
leeway?
try.
Yeah, it's just hard to do it on here.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
no.
I'm
saying
just wondering.
to the extent possible, you should try to put yourself where the base was.
Yeah.
Probably the easiest way to do that is just replace it. When you have your guys in a line, do one replacement first, and then you can replace the others. Probably a lot easier.
Yeah.
Well, I've already been, gotten crap because I'm slow. So I'm trying to do it fast as you guys.
That's a crap. That's such a hard word. The
Do you want help?
No. Well, yeah, if you want to. Go ahead. Yeah, we're gonna replace all the infantry.
Do you need help,
are
John?
you just mounting the support as well?
Yes, I'll dismount the
Because this is
pack-
this is
Yeah,
the
this
heavy
is-
company pack 35.
Yeah, I don't want to dismount that yet.
Okay, so that goes back.
So what out of the heavy are you dismounting, if anything?
The mortars, the machine guns. We're going to attach the machine guns to one of these battalions when we move. So, or one of these platoons when we move.
So if they don't dismount, though, do they have to continue to follow the arrow?
Well, A, yes. B, oh, I see what you mean. The dismount piece is with the other guys. No, they sit. They sit during the dismount. These guys are gonna have to pick up their move next time, though.
Yeah.
You
Why
gotta
are there
make- you
two
got-
trucks for machine guns?
I don't know.
There should not be. There should not be. You should have two machine. Remember, the mortars are technically in a machine gun company.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because
Yes.
Jim is a generous god.
No, that's the The TOE says so. That's why. I ain't giving no love.
I see. I think maybe whatever.
Okay, so these three are the infantry. Okay, I think that's it, right?
Mm.
We've got the machine guns out, and the Toad are still in, and we've got the mortars out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Here's a different story, though, since we have better cover.
You probably move faster if you dismounted.
That's the plan here. These guys are all going to dismount, unless they're Toad gun, which I don't think there are any in that.
No, I think this is all just the. Well, you do have the heavy company back there. You got the heavy and the machine. You got 2 from the heavy, and you got the machine gun. But I think that's all.
That's all infantry, right?
No, but the
So-
heavy company is this thing. That's a Toad gun.
Right, but I think the one that's towed is actually labeled as the Pac 35, isn't it?
You've got the infantry gun, and you've got
Yep.
the Pac 35.
Okay, all right. So we'll keep the Pac 35 towed because it's not as
How far does the infantry gun move in woods?
It's 12 inches.
12 inches.
Oh,
it doesn't.
Yeah, you're just shoving it. You're just dragging that thing along. It's not that big.
No, he meant the infantry itself.
Oh, infantry foot in woods.
12.
No, I didn't mean the gun. They
Oh,
like
did
part of the
you?
heavy
Okay.
company.
Yeah, that counts. They count as that actually moves with the infantry, I believe, and so it's no effect. It just gets dragged along.
Okay, it just seemed large.
Yeah, it's not that big. And there's a bunch of guys pulling each one of those things.
I guess
Yeah.
that's fair.
Let me check that though. I'll double check. Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, did you want the flamethrower team out in the other battalion?
It moves the same.
Okay, I'll take it out then.
Let's move these trucks back here.
Oh yeah, that gun is towed.
I thought it was.
Yeah, that gun is towed.
Okay, so here, Jim, this is the Pac 35 because it says it on the tooltip.
Yeah.
This is the IG's back here.
With the 8, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So what is this heavy?
That might be the flamethrowers.
That's the
'cause
flamethrower team.
Flamethrower. Okay, we can put them out. We can set the woods on fire. Okay. All right. Those guys are gonna move. Well, actually, the battalion.
So which one of these 81mm mortar trucks is the other gun?
I don't know.
Because there's 2.
One of them should be an 81
one's-
millimeter mortar.
This is an 81mm mortar.
They both say 81 millimeter mortar. Should only be one.
Can we account for the one in the 2nd battalion?
Yes.
Yes, we've already figured that
Alright,
one
so
out.
why do we
Yep.
have another one? Yeah,
You know
right.
what? It was actually no, we couldn't. One was a heavy machine gun. It was just mixed up.
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah, because this one had 2 heavy machine gun trucks, and now that one has 2 81mm mortar trucks. So
Okay. It was just all right. I get it. So we're good. So that's a heavy machine gun,
All right.
which makes sense. So let's pull that for the heavy machine gun.
All right.
All right. Then these guys can actually move. So these 2 we're gonna move. So that's
Man, that's a lot of trucks over there.
well, they're useless, right? Like we don't use them anymore.
Except
Right.
the ones for the towed guns, yeah.
Yeah,
Which I
all the
think
ones
is
you
still
dismounted from, you can't get back in, so they're all basically gone.
Right.
Okay. Sorry, Joe. Did you say you wanted the mortars out yet, or no, for this battalion?
no. Our
Okay.
Where's the mortar truck at? Let's see.
Technically,
Yeah,
this
I got.
one.
Yeah. No, I don't want it out yet. All right, and then he's got to move. Well, okay, Jim.
Mhm.
Over here, we didn't move because damn near the whole brigade
Right.
or
Stop.
the whole
Right.
battalion stopped to dismount. This, I have one company dismounting. Do I still need to move along my arrow or no?
You've got. Everybody's got to stay in CZ, which means I think you got to move your battalion commander forward as far as he can go to keep everybody in CZ.
Well, everybody is in CZ.
No, but he's got to go as far as he can go and still keep everybody in CZ.
You can go forward like 3 or 4 inches.
And he's got 12 inch. He's only got a 12-inch move. Remember that too.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, he actually can't move because these guys are. If that's what we're saying, then some of these are outside of CZ already.
It's 24 inches because it's double. Remember?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was thinking 12. My bad.
24 inches from your back, guys. Only take.
Yeah. Yep. Gotcha. All right, we'll move them there, and then we'll move it. We'll move everybody else up to. This is first company.
Did these two move already?
Yep.
Okay.
And just making sure you do have to dismount the entire company. You have to dismount the entire company.
Okay, the entire company, not the support weapons, though, right?
No, it goes by company. That's the point.
Okay, so the support weapons, which are part of the heavy company. Oh, so if you okay, how does that affect the towed guns?
That's a great question. I don't have an easy. It just says you do it by company. I know you can drop off the towed guns. You can keep them with you. Mm-hmm. I think that applies to infantry. I don't think it applies to support weapons. I really don't.
Can you read out like the sentence?
Yeah, sure. It's unfortunately a little too clear for everybody's own good. Yeah. Oh, well, this is even clearer too. Passenger stands dismount by being placed touching the transport stand.
Okay, so it's not replacing.
Yeah,
you
there we
place
go.
it down.
That's helpful. Thank you. All it says is it's one sentence. Dismounting is done by the entire company.
I guess that means that the entire heavy company would then have to dismount.
Yeah.
So do you want to stick those back in?
So then the towed guns would have to unlimber.
Yes.
Yeah, then I want to stick them back in because I don't want to have to push everything through the.
Let me get your trucks back.
All right, you'll get the trucks
back in the truck, Fritz.
All right, you've done all this.
Yep.
Russians move.
Actually, these guys should not have moved that far. They should. Be back.
Okay, so this is turn 3.
Yep.
So everything you have marked for turn 3, OJ. And let's see, what have I got?
All right.
So this one too.
Let's finish.
It's in trucks.
That's actually a little easier when you deploy touching the base. I like that.
Yeah. Works a lot better.
Smooth.
So we'll go ahead and just.
You're going to mount up. You're going to mount up the entire machine gun company, or you want the machine gun company deployed.
But wait, you said the whole heavy.
It's by company. So you've got this machine gun company, you've got this heavy company, which is dismounted, and then you've got this heavy company, which is in the truck. So this guy's either got to come out of the truck or this guy's got to get into it.
Let's put the flamethrowers back in.
All right.
So I just need a heavy company truck.
Heavy company. Yeah, but you got to get the one that doesn't have anything in it. I realize. It's 2nd Battalion.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's
there
the
you
one.
go.
Yep.
And then, Jim, when you get a minute, I need some help on how I need to handle this.
Yes, where are you?
So, if you look here at the map drawing,
Sure.
these guys right here.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that was 18 inches up to there. Do the others just start staggering out here into a line?
Well, first of all, they got to turn, right?
Right, I understand that. I mean, these guys...
Well, no, so I'm saying these guys should be turn them to the right, turn them to the right. They got to take at this angle.
Okay, and that's fine. That,
Yes,
I
I
didn't
mean-
want to do too much until I
Yeah.
made sure I was doing this right.
And then it shows that they're basically here,
Right.
and then the rest of the guys.
Okay. They've got plenty of movement to do this. So does one of them have to go here on this side, and the others just come up behind?
I'd say.
Is that basic? Okay.
Okay.
That's
that.
the frontage they've been told to cover. They're pretty much all on the hill, aren't they, OJ? Yeah.
Yeah. So that one on the right.
These
needs
guys
to
got to.
just-
There's both those guys got to. No, that
just-
third
oh,
guy.
I see.
The two on the right.
like this.
I'd say. Yeah.
Okay.
For the tanks, I'm assuming the 2 defense numbers are like front and
Front
rear.
flank.
Flank. Front flank, yep. And your flank is a line drawn parallel to your front.
Mhm.
Okay. So when you're dismounting from the trucks, you put them in front of the truck?
You just touching the base, so it can be front, left, right, back.
Okay.
So really, when you're like driving around, you should be leaving space to do that. Is that?
I unless you want to, like this guy, he could deploy to his front, to his right, to his left. I don't know where this guy's going to deploy, but other than that.
So what you're saying is I probably want to leave a little bit of space in between them.
No,
at some
this is
point.
actually a good idea because I got no problem if you stick the guy right dead in the middle as long as everybody else goes.
Okay.
Because you'll have
Yeah.
plenty of space once you place everybody else.
Right. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
I guess if you do it 1 truck base at a time, then yeah, that doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying.
There we go. Oh wait, that's 1st Battalion though.
Or who are you trying to stick back in a truck?
This heavy guy right here. Because these guys are in trucks. And they're part of the heavy company. So I need a 2nd Battalion heavy.
And I'm all done with my movements.
You know what? We're just gonna change the name.
Well, let's make sure I don't have him somewhere. So you're looking for a heavy company what now?
Heavy company.
Just with MT, but we can't seem to find it.
I don't
So
know where it got off to.
Maybe it got pulled over here, maybe somewhere.
no, I took all the trucks. So
Just always worried when I start creating new things.
oh wait, here it is. It's right. Oh wait, that's the. There's a 1st Battalion mortar here when it should be the 2nd Battalion mortar. And a 1st Battalion. Oh goodness, all the trucks are mixed up.
Well, most of them, as Achilles was saying, don't matter.
Yeah.
So it's like this one. Let's, in fact,
Then just take this one. There you go.
All right. That works. I can see, organization for this is difficult.
okay, so that's all that's left.
I don't even think we don't actually need those trucks because we can't go back in.
What do you mean we can't go back?
Well, the guns can, the towed guns can.
I know, but they're still in trucks, so basically anything that's dismounted is now permanent.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Oy vey, look at all that. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. You good, Achilles?
Yeah.
All right. Anybody in range yet?
Getting closer.
Nobody can actually see each other at this
Oh, that's
point,
a good
right?
point too. Yeah. No spotting. All right. Let's take it. What time we got? We can do one more. We can do turn 4.
Sure.
Turn
Turn
4.
4.
Turn 4. Initiative, please.
2.
Nice.
4.
It's all yours.
Germans.
I assume you want to go first.
No, actually, I'd rather them go first.
Would you?
Yes.
You're right. Okay.
Soviets.
You got Soviets. You're in first. You're up first.
Turn 4. Turn 4.
All right. I'm gonna dismount these guys.
All right.
This is not what I thought this would look like when I was thinking about what you guys would do.
Well, that's the joy of it, isn't it?
It is.
They
It
go-
is.
Something plan doesn't still have contact with the enemy.
something
Yeah,
something
it's
Funmolka.
something. That's right. Exactly.
Okay,
Everything
so
look
I can
okay,
bop
Jim?
Off. Yep. I'm gonna bop off
Right.
these trucks.
Okay.
Yeah, those guys actually are still moving.
Second.
Perfect. Got him.
Okay, I think
this
that
one-
is
I think
everybody.
what we have to do is drop these guys first. You remove the truck, and then the other two can go in front.
Yes.
Once they're at the end of their arrow, can they like pivot in place or?
They can.
That
They
kind
can
of thing.
only no, not unless they are. Not unless they spot the enemy.
Okay,
They are stock still,
very good.
or until they get a new order, of course. But that too depends on
Well.
getting the enemy.
That.
All right.
Details, details.
Yeah.
Got the right one
Dismounts the
there.
Is that an SMG squad? No, that's
nope.
a flamethrower squad.
I got the wrong unit there, anyways. Oh, I had a recon unit here too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Oh.
so this guy. I grabbed the 52nd and not the 45th. That's why I was swapping these guys around.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can remove that truck, and then this one goes back over here for the moment. I missed this motorized, this recon unit here.
Go ahead and move it. Deploy it out near these guys.
Yeah, you'd be what, somewhere.
Out front, out to the left, out to the right. Keep them close. Not gonna let you go too
Yeah.
far. But by the way, I want
gonna
full
hold
faith and credit. These are Russian engineers. I want you to notice I included a canine dog, or a canine bomb dog.
Oh, awesome.
Poor dog.
I know.
Okay, and then I'm also going to dismount the 52nd also.
All right.
Oopsie, find the bomb. Find the bomb.
No, he's carrying a bomb.
Oh, he's carrying. Oh my god.
Yeah, you can see the
Yeah,
fig.
they did that.
He's got a bomb on him. You can see it. And they trained him to run under tanks.
Isn't that nice?
No, it's not.
No.
Except
They
in
did
the way
that
that
with-
is not nice.
They did that with people they didn't like too.
Yeah.
Well, that I can understand, but why hurt the dog?
All right. OJ has deployed. Anybody else? You all good, Achilles?
Yep.
All right. Germans.
I'm sorry, was that turn 3 or turn 4?
This is 4.
Turn 4.
I'm sorry, I got one more unit to move then.
All right. I got these big numbers right here.
I'm not looking at that part of the map.
I got it on your side too.
I'm not looking at that part of the map.
Jesus. What am I supposed to do?
He's not actually looking at the map. That's what we feel like understand.
What we're admitting here is we're not actually looking at the map.
All right, now I'm done.
Germans. All right, time out. Time out. You got to go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back.
Yeah, you have to roll.
Anything but a 1.
Well,
Just
that'll
don't-
be easy.
Just don't roll a 1.
Ooh.
Oh,
bare minimum.
Oh boy.
I just need the
Right.
bare minimum.
All right, now you may.
Don't work any harder than you have to.
Hi, Ivan.
Hey there. That is one deep penetration. I'd like to know where the division on my right was.
Where'd these guys come from?
Apparently they were
That's a
just
flank
sleeping.
march.
Oh,
How far does recon? What does recon do?
They get an extra 12. In this case, 24 inches outside of brigade command range. Although spotting at this moment is not going to be the challenge you might suspect.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Now, the question you want to ask yourself, because you're on attack orders, is the minute you spot these guys, which is
Immediately?
18 inches is immediate, you can adjust you do not have to do your max move, and if you stay below half, you can shoot at them.
Yep.
what's the range for his tanks to spot?
It's not a question of that. It's you spot by target.
Okay.
Now, see, Achilles, aren't you glad you got out of your vehicles?
Yes.
And now we can tell Vance why initiative is important.
Yes, this is why I wanted you to go first. I think I'm still below half my movement for them.
Comfortably.
While you're going, I'm going to move my guys too.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to shoot at the nearest, is that correct?
We're going to do this by priority. You're going to have to shoot at his tanks.
With everybody?
Yep. You cannot, and this is a big deal in Spearhead. You can't say, "Oh, but I want to shoot at those guys." Too bad, so sad. You're shooting up here.
Yeah.
All right,
so-
whatever.
And then you shoot at nearest.
And if I go over half my movement range, I don't get to fire at all.
Correct.
Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure everyone moves under half. And that. Not everyone will be able to, obviously. Okay, let's just leave it at that.
Oh, what am I doing?
Yeah, because the interesting choice you've got, to be honest, Destruct, is you could also try to overrun these guys.
Can you explain that to me?
Every guy you contact, you're going to kill.
Yep. It's pretty powerful.
You got to go straight.
But can I pivot off of the?
From at start of move, you can pivot, but then you're going straight.
Yes, I know. I'm just working my angles currently.
Yeah.
So yeah, that works. All right, fine. We'll do that instead. So I should be making contact with 3 of them.
I agree. And these guys will still have shots. This guy won't.
Oh, in that case, I'll just move them differently, I guess. Would they all have shots now?
Nope. Can't. These 2 guys on the right do. This guy's got no shot because you can't shoot through your own guys.
Never mind then.
You can't shoot here?
Mm-mm. It's got to be from his front. Yeah. There it is. Yeah, okay. He's got a shot. Yep.
Awesome. Okay, I'll just leave it alone now.
Got it. All right, so you're all done here?
I just got to move these guys up.
Okay.
Achilles, this may be a one-night game.
Oh, yeah, this may be a 15-minute game at this point.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, he's going to do some significant damage, but...
Yeah.
I have to survive the next turn.
Yeah, I mean...
Now, on my next turn, is it still move half and shoot, or can I move full and shoot?
No, it's always move half and shoot.
Got it. And when do morale checks come into play if I kill enough, or what happens?
Yes, it's a percentage of his battalion. So this battalion, and these guys. So it's at 1/3 of his total number.
So if let's say I killed these 3 tanks, that's half his battalion.
No, his battalion. This whole thing is his battalion.
Oh, because one's his 2nd battalion, one's his 3rd battalion.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, but it's this medium regiment. Remember his reg.
Oh, he does the.
His regiments count. This whole thing is him.
Okay.
So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18. You've got to kill 6 before he has to check for the first time.
Okay, well, 3's guaranteed so far.
Yeah. All right, you all good down there, Joe?
Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm dismounting some of these right now.
All right. Well, that's not gonna. Nobody's gonna see that. Obviously, we got a ton of spotting over here. So the first battalion, 1st regiment can spot these guys. There's a whole lot of stuff going on there. Any other spotting? I'm curious.
I can see the guys on top of the hill.
Are they in range?
Oh yeah,
In spotting range?
36 inches.
36, yeah. So, and then their spotting again is this way, so they can see you. Because those are not turret.
They're within 36 anyway, so I
Yeah,
feel like
so these guys can't, but these guys can't, and they can shoot. This guy can't, but this guy can.
So they've got these 2 shots at me basically.
I'm not. This guy.
But they don't have the
guy,
range on
that guy does. Yeah, they won't have the range. All right,
I would be able to shoot them otherwise.
All right, so, that's not really moot. Well, that's moot anyway because now we're going to go to shooting anywho, and all this stuff is simultaneous, and the priority order goes something like this. It is where's that chart go?
Artillery?
No. There's there it is. It's in the sequence of play. Do we have any air attacks or flak that can shoot? I don't think so. Which takes us to stationary infantry. Any stationary infantry can shoot?
What? Wait, before we move forward.
Uh-huh.
Question on artillery, because mortars go when artillery does,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so mortars.
Mm-hmm.
I know they can spot for themselves. Who else can spot for a mortar?
Any fighting unit in their battalion.
In their battalion. Okay. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
So these mortars,
Does dismounting count as moving?
Yes. And what it does is you calculate out there's actual specific language about that.
So can mortars move and shoot?
No, that they cannot do. The only thing that can do that are German heavy machine guns. They have a unique thing about that. But trucks, if the transport did not move, note that, then treat the dismounting infantry as having moved at combat speed. So if the transport moved at all, you can't shoot. If they were stock still, then yes, they can. That counts as combat speed, and they can shoot.
So you can move a truck and then dismount from it?
The passenger stands dismount use the movement of the transport to determine whether the dismounted movement may fire. If it didn't move, yeah, you can. But then the infantry may not move in the same. Yes, you can. But then they cannot shoot.
Okay.
So really, we could have just moved up and then dismounted on top of this hill originally.
You can, but then you can't shoot. Right? Yes.
Okay, that's different than what I understood.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought you had to stand still and then dismount.
I did too.
Okay, I got it. No, that's
This is
fair.
why we did that.
I don't think it's going to matter, but yeah, that's fair though. That's a good note. I will add that to the notes.
It does actually matter. It's going to matter here. These guys dismounted, but their trucks didn't move. They were sitting still.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it will matter for these guys because they have mortars that could fire at anything these guys could see.
Yes.
But they technically moved because they dismounted.
But as he just said, if
no.
trucks didn't move, they could fire. So they can fire.
Well, let me check now. But that's for that's if they're
regular infantry. That's not
regular
mortars.
infantry. Yeah, let's take a look at that.
I see your point, though. I mean, I would take that shot too.
Oh yeah, I'd argue for this. I'm just saying if you still count as moving, but if you're regular infantry, you can still shoot. But
mortars smaller than 120 millimeters may be moved at the speed of dismounted infantry and need only be stationary to fire.
Oh, okay.
Good to know. All right.
Nice.
So with all that said, do we have any artillery to fire?
I think there's some mortars.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, I'd fire them.
So who do you want to shoot at?
Well, the question is, who can I see?
Well, it's going to be these guys up here, right?
Yep.
And those are vehicles in the open. That actually is your first target.
Goodbye, Pack 35.
And,
Maybe.
yeah, theoretically. And that counts as a vehicle in the open. Is it within 36 inches
Yep.
of
Yeah.
the mortar?
Oh, the
No,
mortar? No.
Oh no, sorry,
No.
of the spotter. I'm sorry, of the spotter.
Oh, yeah, easily of the
Okay,
spotter.
good. Just
Yeah.
checking. And now, remember, this is another thing we learned. There's a minimum range. It doesn't matter here. We were wondering why they put the range into the thing when it's so big. It's because this thing has a minimum range of 6 inches. Obviously, it's well in excess of that. So, it has a anti-infantry, which is what trucks go on, of 4. The defense of this bad boy is a 2.
2.
So it's a +2.
So it's one die, right?
1 die. 4 or 5 is a suppress. 6 is a kill.
3.
That's definitely
That's a
suppressed.
5,
'Cause
that's
it's
a suppress.
+2.
Yep.
That could have been worse.
Well, I've got another one.
Yeah, it's
He's
not
got
done.
another one.
Shame.
Same target, I think. Yep.
Same
Go.
target. Yeah.
Yep, that's
Same
dead.
thing. Oh, is that dead?
That
3,
second
4,
suppressor
5.
is a kill.
Suppressor, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Got him.
Shall we take the appropriate gun off the table as well?
Yeah, let's put a casualty box up somewhere. I think.
Hey, Achilles, real quick, I threw
Mhm.
something in the team chat. You to look at.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Okay.
Logical spot would probably be right here. Gotta track casualties. All right. Other mortar
Take care
fire.
of killing Germans first, and then
That guy's there, so he's stuck. He can't do anything. He can't do indirect. He can fire
Is,
indirect.
Yep. Is fire? It's simultaneous, right?
Of the same type.
And I have the same type.
Okay, like I say, we'll just work the Germans first.
You mean the
Or
Russians?
the Russians first. We're working over the Germans first.
I'm talking about mortar fire.
Yeah. So
You have mortars that are deployed?
I do.
let's
Did they
do this.
move?
No, here, no, they just dismounted, just like his.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Because
Okay.
remember-
All right. So let's do the IG here though first. What do you want to shoot at?
Oh, wait a minute. No, he's right. I did move. I legged it. Okay. Nope. Forget it.
Do I still have a target?
Everything's over a crest.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Nope. I would say not. Good point. Any other mortar fire?
Not from us, so
All right.
Nope.
All right. No other mortar fire. The next phase we get to is stationary infantry fire, which is one of the more interesting rules. I don't think anybody's close enough.
no one's in range for that.
Right. And then we go ATGs, field guns, and IG guns. Oh, I see. That's actually where the AG gun should have gone. That doesn't matter. Stationary vehicle fire.
For the AT gun, they can only fire 180 degrees to their front or something.
No, these guys
Is that
are
correct?
45 degrees to their front, unfortunately.
Yeah,
They're pretty well
I surprised you. Surprise.
They are hosed. These guys are, these are all 45 through the front guys. All right. So we've got any stationary tanks got a shot?
Who didn't move on your side?
On the Germans?
No, on the Russian side. Which did any tanks not move? Or were we all just gonna shoot at the same time?
They all didn't move. None of my tanks moved on this turn.
All right, so that takes us to stationary fire, which means this guy has a shot.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is not correct. This group of tanks did move.
All right.
This was turn 4, right?
Well, they got no shots anyway.
Yeah.
But this guy does.
They're out of range because it's 24 inches.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You told me that. Yep. Okay. No
Yeah.
shot and no shot. All right. Does anybody else think they have a shot? I guess is what I should say.
Well, me. But I
No, the
moved.
melees come after shooting.
No. The guys right here. The
Oh, yeah. Got it. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. So you got 3. Are they all the same?
I'll start with this one.
Are they all the same? Yeah, it's 4.
I'd have to shoot at 3 different. Does it matter
No,
what
you
target?
have to shoot. You have to shoot it nearest.
So
fine.
if I start here, then I will be at this guy.
You're gonna be at that guy no matter what you do until you kill him.
Okay. So I guess we'll start. Just roll one die then.
Yeah, give me. It's you're gonna get to shoot against. Check his rear armor or his flank armor. Obviously, that's what you're shooting at.
It's the second number, right? So
Yeah.
it's a 2.
It's 2, and my AT is 4.
So you have a +2.
So 5.
Suppress. Doing a lot of that.
There's
Guess
a
we'll
lot
just-
of that going around.
I'll move down the line.
Mm-hmm.
That's very
a
dead.
kill.
That's got him. And yeah, you still got a shot at that guy. Same deal.
4?
Nothing.
No, sorry, it's 3.
That's a 3. That's
Never mind.
nothing.
Oh well.
Yes. Okay. So
But this recon has a shot at this IG gun.
that recon there has a shot at that IG gun there.
Oh wait, actually, hold on. They moved more than 8. They moved.
Yeah, I
more
was
than
gonna
half.
say
Never
they
mind.
came hecking gone, didn't they?
Never mind. It's just the melees now.
Yeah, and that's simple.
There's no consolidation moves or anything like that in this
Nope.
game, right?
Mm-mm.
And we can't run away.
Okay. Another question. If we get initiative next turn and I overrun him, does he get to then move away from that?
If you come at him and make contact, yeah. Well, no, he then. Well, it depends because if he is infantry, he can attempt a break-off move.
Okay.
Which out in this huge area would be a pretty likely success. Who gets to check against? Because there's a special version of the infantry break-off move that here it is. I turned to it. Look at that. Nope, that's it. Because what you're doing is what the rules call armored assault.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering, like, if I contact him, does he get to run away? Do I get to move again? Still?
Infantry does get to try if it wishes to.
And I only automatically kill the infantry. We would have to fight it out.
You only automatically kill the guns.
The guns.
Infantry,
Okay.
infantry actually doesn't have the worst chance in the world fighting you.
Okay, but like the mortars and all that stuff that I insta kill, right?
No, I think it's just the IGs. It's just the IGs and the because those guys can fight you too. Let me look that up. Well, that's 2 separate rules you're chasing me to. Let me deal with them individually.
Sorry.
Yeah, the platoon standard break off. Running platoons are attacked by eligible fires. Right. Yeah, there's another thing you're going to have to deal with, which is, it wasn't a problem this last time. You're not allowed to use armor overruns to circumvent target priority. You're so far behind this guy won't be able to overrun anybody. He's got to deal with these tanks.
That's fine. It was just.
Yeah, I
Even if
understand the
they're putting
question. but
theoretical.
This just happens to be in overruns, so I'm looking at that right now.
But the smaller
Announce the
tanks would
movement,
have
use
priority against the.
Towards the target, defending platoons stand or break off. Yeah, defending platoons stand or break off. All right. That sends me to 311-2. Here I go.
Of course it does.
Sorry about this, guys.
311-2
These are still learning games. We're all learning.
I'm pretty sure Mike has that number tattooed on his left arm. 311-2. It's the most important rule.
Okay, yeah. I'm looking at 311-2 now. So it's not crew served weapons.
Yeah, they can't break away. They just get killed. Yeah, they just get killed.
So all of these guys just get killed.
Well, no. What's going to happen is you can't attack this. This guy cannot attack those guys. This
But
guy
the other
has to
two
deal.
can.
The other two can. Yeah, they're just going to kill two guys. Although if they go first, they're going to pivot and shoot at you.
Yes, but
Sure.
that's what but the thing is, like, because we get a +2 as Germans, I was partially counting on going first. Either way, I needed to know what was going to happen.
Yeah. So the way I read that is you're going to, assuming you win, yeah, you're going to run into him and kill him.
And then what happens if you run tanks into tanks? Is that even
No,
possible?
that's not a thing.
Got it. Wonderful.
Not a thing.
We got the charge of the light brigade going on here on the flank.
Yeah, you do.
So okay. So what do we got next? Is it new turn?
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's. I kind of want to squeeze one more in just because I want to see what happens. But we'll definitely need to call it here after 5.
Because something interesting occurred.
Yeah, no, we started shooting at each other, which is what we wanted to see.
Yep.
All right.
Only been 2 generations, guys.
Yeah, right. Let's take a look at the initiative roll, please.
Oh, to answer your question, OJ, if you think we have you can try to do it. It's
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing bad if I don't do it, right?
right. It doesn't cost us anything that I'm aware of,
Okay.
assuming it's within the frame.
Okay.
No.
So yeah, they're going to go first.
So we got a 5.
So they're going to go
Yep.
first. I will say this, and I don't want to skip it necessarily because it does apply. The Russians at this point could, if they wanted to, try to change orders, as could the Germans, because now these guys that are getting actively shot at can't, but these guys over here, those guys over there, you could try to give them new orders if you were so inclined. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I wanted to do that. I was thinking it was at the beginning of the turn, not at the end.
It's at the end. So if you want to try to do that right now, before anybody goes, you know how the initiative is going to work out. That's settled. Do you want to try to change your orders?
Yes.
Anything but the only thing that works for you is a 6. Nope.
Okay. I have. See, which ones did you say I have that are? It's this group right here.
I'm sorry.
Is that the only one that Is that the only one I have that's eligible for an attempted change?
This battalion. Well, no, Well, yeah, you've got to do the whole. You've got to do the whole platoon, or the whole battalion. Everybody here. Well, yeah, these guys. Remember, they get to respond. They're
Yes.
they can turn the heck around and do whatever.
So with
to
these,
deal
so with these
those.
guys, because they're within spotting distance.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, so that's all fine.
Yeah. Okay.
As long as they maintain CZ. All right, so Germans, you got a turn. Go for it. I know what you want to do.
All right.
I have to follow my arrow now.
Yes, you do. Well, actually, everybody in your battalion can respond to what's going on.
Yeah.
But doesn't the commander still have to follow the arrow?
No. You are now responding to this fight, so you will eventually have to get back in there. But you're responding to the fight now. Remembering you got it. You must go straight ahead. You have to turn 45 degrees if you want, things like that.
If I don't move, I get to shoot first.
You do. Not an inconsequential consideration.
Then I will just leave it at that.
All right. Oh boy.
Actually, I have to move this guy out of the way so this guy has a shot.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Infantry. Wait, no, I know why. Sorry. I was looking at the wrong thing. My bad.
So the little armored spearhead I have is either going to work or horribly fail.
You have a spearhead. That's a fact. Yeah, they have not given us much artillery to play with, I will say that.
Is there supposed to be more usually, or is this just
It gets added in. It's just the nature of the scenario.
How
Yeah,
does
it's
air
an-
power get added in?
Since it's a meeting engagement, that makes sense. Since if it were a pre-planned assault, then they would have artillery support for it.
Yeah, in the double blind game, there is a butt ton, that's a technical term, of American blowy uppy stuff.
That's how we do things.
That's how we roll.
That's how we
Joe,
roll.
I'm going to move these infantry out of the casualty box so it's easier to tell where they're supposed to be.
Which one were you talking about?
I moved them with your heavy weapons so they're not in the casualty box so we don't get confused.
Yeah, we're keeping a casualty box over here, Joe.
Oh, okay. These trucks right here, I just
Yeah.
took off. Okay.
Okay, those are all. It's a heavy company. He's an IG, so he
Yep.
gets to. I want to put him on the railing because he actually gets to do stuff still. He doesn't. That's the flamethrower. He doesn't. And he doesn't. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to leave these guys here in reserve. So
All right.
I just noticed something about my infantry guns that I didn't know offhand. I should have known, but didn't know.
I hope it's like this is a positive experience.
Is it good? Is it a
It
good
is.
thing or a bad thing?
It is a good thing. It's a good thing.
At least we didn't wait around long to find each other.
When do you test for morale? At what point in
End
the
of the
sequence?
turn.
Okay.
Morale tests are right after. There's actually two separate sets. You test morale after fire, and then you test it after close combat.
Okay. And what happens if you fail?
The entire battalion leaves the field.
Ouch.
Oh
I
yeah,
hope you're not green, guys.
he is green.
We are
Oh,
green.
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not in the best of spots because they're going to test at 33%.
Which is immediately after they lose these two guys.
Is that right? That's 6.
Yeah.
No, we
Yeah,
have to
you've,
lose
lost,
6.
you've
Yeah.
lost
Oh, we have
4.
lost 4. Yeah, never mind. I was thinking we'd lost 3.
Ooh, those supports may not count.
Oh, okay.
Supports may not count. Joe, you're still moving, yeah?
I am. I'm. One of these things though is wrong. I got them mixed up. My two of my companies mixed up. See this right here? He actually is supposed to be one of these 3
All right.
because these are first company and he's also first company. I just realized it.
What do you propose to do about that?
I propose to take this and swap it for one of those.
Okay.
Because he's moves further than the others anyway. So he probably should have been I must admit, I'm having really hard time organizing this because everything looks the same. So, and I'm not kidding about the bases.
You'll be playing somebody else's game because I hate them.
Would you consider labeling them?
No,
Like putting a little.
I would
okay.
not. I hate labels. I hate that's colored bases. I get the point, but I just don't think it's that. I think you have to start clean and keep clean. I just hate colored bases that much.
Okay, no, that's fair.
Yeah, it's your game. So a second company. So this guy should have been dismounted.
Okay.
That's where that came in at. He was that way.
Wait, you just took the same guy back. Were you trying to get the second company, 1st Battalion instead?
I was.
It's over here.
Okay.
That was the guy you took out of the half tracks.
Yeah. Sorry. All right. So the heavy company. Pivot can be at the just beginning or beginning or end?
Only at the beginning.
Only at the beginning. All right, cool. This is the problem.
Yeah, they're gonna have to check.
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
All right, we're
13,
gonna put the heavy
14,
company
15,
out.
No. It's more. They've got more than that.
Yeah, they do.
You've got
Okay, so
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Recon doesn't count. 13, 14, 15.
so they're at 19.
Yeah, 16, 17, 19. So what's 1/3 of 19?
So it's no longer 6.5, 6.25.
Yeah, so it's 7. So it's 7. It rounds
Okay.
up. Yeah, they got 7. So they won't.
They
have
might
to-
still have to anyway, depending on how things go.
Well, it's from the total number of units they started with, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's like 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then there's the 4 that are dead. So they actually have 23.
Oh, is that tank battalion also part of it?
Oh yeah, it is.
Yep.
That whole medium regiment is one thing. Yep.
But they're out of range then.
Yeah. How are they
for
out of
the command.
CZ, Achilles?
They've been out of CZ for a while.
Yeah.
Now the commander up there, yeah, he moved too far. He moved on turn 3.
Yeah.
So what does that mean in terms of, like, I guess they just have to move back into CZ.
They've got to get into CZ when they move. Yep. So yeah, they're even bigger than that. So it's
Okay, so they probably won't have to check.
Yep, no.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think that kind of saves the game, to be honest.
Well, this could actually cost you dearly, depending on how far he can get. I guess it'll depend.
Who are you talking to? Me?
I'm just saying to you, Destruct. I really think that. Well, it depends what he does. Because there's a way he could make this pay a lot, but Yeah, he's still taking a whole lot of G's. Because he can only pivot 45 degrees.
Yeah, and a lot of them have to get back into CZ, so therefore,
Well, but that's actually not the worst thing in the world, because he can get these guys back into CZ by moving the commander.
oh, that's fair. But yeah, you're right. They can only turn 45 degrees, so
Yeah.
Now, but the commander has to stay on the arrow, right?
Not only after, only when not engaged.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
got to
basically you're allowed
return.
to do what you want now.
He's got to return
Yeah.
to the arrow while he's working with these guys.
Yeah, that follows. You're right. Yeah, that has to be the way it is.
He's got a massive problem. He's got to deal with it.
I'm done moving, by the way.
All right. That takes us to. Yeah,
It's
that
the
takes us
Russians.
to the Russians. Yeah.
All right. Anything you've got moving on turn 5, OJ?
All right. I don't think I have anybody actually having to do anything here. So no, I don't.
Okay.
And my
When
one
you're talking
question,
about-
though,
Hmm.
I'm sorry, real quick though. My one question is this armor that I have here, though.
Yep.
Are they? Can
Nope.
they do any? Okay, that's
Nope.
fine.
Can't see him.
Okay.
Oh,
wasn't sure if
well,
they
wait
were-
a minute. Yeah, they can.
he
I thought it was-
can.
Yeah,
I thought it was
those
36.
those guys are in spotting range. You can see them, but remember, so that's what that's going to do. It's going to activate this whole first regiment. But you've got to stay in CZ of this guy.
So if I activate them,
Mm-hmm.
what does that mean exactly?
You can respond to the guy you can see.
Yeah. So
I
you
can
could
just-
pivot 45 degrees, and which actually doesn't get you that much closer to me.
And
But-
move towards him.
Yeah,
You can move to engage this guy if you can keep everybody in. You got to keep this whole line in CZ.
Which is 24 inches.
Yep.
Have I just drawn like 2 armored regiments from
Yeah.
the plan?
Well,
You have. Yes.
well, sure, because suddenly a battalion of armor showed up essentially behind them.
So
And it kicked a hornet's nest.
Yeah, yeah.
without, I can just pivot though. I don't have to actually advance toward him though, right?
No, but you can't shoot him at that range.
No, I understand that, but I can at least unmask my other guns. So if he moves closer, or on the next turn, I can do something.
Yeah, sure.
Or I can even move my headquarters unit at this point, I guess,
Mhm,
can't I?
Mm-hmm.
Can you move backwards?
There is, but it's very limited. Mike, you gotta turn that guy.
Yeah.
So, tracked vehicles can only pivot 45 degrees.
Everybody pivots 45 degrees.
So you
So-
pivoted far too much.
Yeah, Mike, it's only 45 degrees.
Oh. Sorry.
All right.
I can move them
Might as
up.
well get started with some of these guys.
And then these guys can start pivoting.
45. 3 clicks.
You're gonna overlap yourself if you do that.
Mhm.
Yep. I know, that's what I was looking at. If I had to
It,
first.
moving,
Good.
moving a couple inches don't make no difference. You got 9 inches before you got to worry about not being able to shoot.
Right, but I was more
Yeah, you're
worried
trying
about
to stay in
keeping
range,
my
I get it.
Z. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's more of what I was.
I think that's a little more than 45 degrees.
That was only 2 clicks.
Well, considering he was facing forward.
No,
Yeah, I mean, if he's lined up like this, click
that's 2 clicks.
1, 2.
Oh,
That's it.
sorry, I was a different tank.
Oh, Achilles.
Yeah.
It's only 2. So if that's that.
Is this the direction?
Yep. That's it. Yeah.
All right.
But for the rest of my guys, Jim, like the 3rd Battalion, they can activate. They don't have to turn in toward these guys, right? They could just go straight ahead if I wanted to.
Well,
they have to
no,
turn to
no,
face
they've
the
got
danger.
no, they've got to deal with this guy,
Okay. Or they can just sit there.
or they can sit there. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Then I'm done.
All right.
Oh, they can't just go forward? Why couldn't they?
No, unless they got
That's-
an arrow.
Oh, I see. They can't
They're
just
reacting-
operate.
they're-
They can't operate within their CZ.
No,
Well, they're
no. When you reach the end of your arrowhead, you're done.
or they're reacting to the threat.
Or they're
which is
reacting
over
to
here.
the threat. Exactly.
Ah, okay. That's very limiting.
Mm-hmm. Deliberately so.
Welcome to Shaco.
Is that recon unit going to take a hit for the team?
I think he just volunteered for something.
Yeah, especially since he doesn't count.
Also true.
Recon, the Cossacks of World War II.
Those Cossacks, man.
He has to turn, right? This guy?
Yeah, he's got to turn to face to go that way. He can do it, but he's got to do it.
Yeah. It just changes his fire arc.
Mm-hmm. Sure does. So, OJ, you said you're done?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have anybody
Alright.
set to move this turn.
You're going to have to shift these around a bit. You're overlapping yourself.
Wow. You sure did make a lot of chaos back there.
I think that was the plan. Joe,
It
was
was.
that the plan?
Yeah, that was
That
the
was-
plan.
that was
That seems
planned.
to be what you drew, Joe. I'm just saying.
It was. Yep. No, this is exactly what I wanted. Whether it's a good idea or not, I mean, it's always a good idea.
Time will tell.
Oh, everything's always a bad idea. Everything.
And can the guys that are they can't move at all, right?
Sure.
No, you're
They've these guys, if they're these towed guns, they can move the distance that they've got right on their base. You can see they can move 12 inches. They just
But I touched him.
But oh, those guys are touched. I'm sorry. Yeah. No, they're stuck there. Sorry.
So they can't pivot. They can't do anything.
Nope.
Right?
Mm-mm.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
And a pivot wouldn't have mattered anyway because they can't move and shoot. And pivoting is moving. We have a rule on that. That's what you did to Vance in those trees.
Yes.
Nasty.
And it was. For the sake of argument, what kind of label are you talking about, Destruct?
Oh, like if you had like a fun little like, you know how you have the title right on all of these,
Yeah.
but you create a little label on the back of the base that has all that info on it, so it's like visually clear.
Well, it could just be the unit designation. It could be like, 1st of 3rd Regiment, that kind of thing. Which,
Has
I
done
mean-
something like that.
yeah.
Well,
It doesn't
and
have to be super,
And you know
like-
what? It's also a fool's errand, and I'll tell you why. The actual bases are half this size. These are double-sized bases.
Well, yeah, but you can do whatever you want in
You'd
DTS.
want to do a
Yeah.
colored dot. I'm wondering if there's not room for a colored dot.
Oh,
Well-
if there's a flag, like if they had like a little like
Yeah.
symbol or flag.
Yeah, that I've seen that. I gotta take a look at that.
The other thing you could do, I've seen a lot of micro armor guys do it, where they'll put a bush in the same spot.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, on each one within a specific formation,
Right.
and then and then a different bush in a different formation.
So then, do we have to learn what kind of bushes exist? Like,
No,
Yes,
you just
yes,
you just
you must
call
learn
you
bushes.
just
You must become the expert on flora and fauna.
no, that's not what I meant. But
Aw, has you spoke absolutely truly. Thank you for that.
I'm done, by the way.
All right. So now what we do is we work our way through this business for the last turn here. We no air attacks, no flak, nor do we have artillery indirect fire?
the Germans do.
The Germans do. What you got, Germans?
I have my IG gun and I have my mortar.
All right.
IG guns later.
Which one? Yeah, the IG gun is actually later.
Even if it's firing an indirect.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It actually has IG. Well, it says. Well, what does the rule say? The rule says ATGs, field guns, and IG guns. They go later.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so mortars.
Yeah.
So
It's first your target priority, which for you is squishy bits, is infantry. Do you have any you can see?
no, because they're too far out.
Okay, so
So-
you can't see that guy right there.
Nope.
Okay.
Why not
No.
36 inches?
Yeah, you can.
No.
See, he's not a vehicle.
Oh wait, Oh right.
Yeah. And I get +3 for my level, but that still doesn't get
That
me what
gives
I
you
need.
12 inches, which would put you at what? 30?
24.
30?
No, it'd be 18 inches +3.
Plus 12, because you're at a 2
So
level.
30.
You'd be at 30. Yeah, you can't see him.
No.
All right, so
Either way, I can't see 'em.
you can see some tanks. Which is the nearest tank to the mortar?
To the mortar?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it be to the spotter?
Nope, it's to the unit.
Mm. Then it's
I
this
actually don't
guy
think
right
he can spot. Oh, can I spot for him though?
No,
No.
it's got to be integral to the battalion.
Got it.
there. And I can see that.
All right, what's his anti-armor?
Let me ask Destruct a question before we do this. Destruct, do you want smoke anywhere?
Ooh. Yeah, actually, that might be useful.
Yeah, put it all over this hill and then right along this line here.
Like right here, if you could do it.
Is that the green arrows for you?
Yes. Either there, or like, somewhere in here.
Okay, let me get my. Where's my? That's my. Oh, wait a minute. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Yeah, that's the mortar. And he's got a 60-inch range, so I think we can get there. Yeah, we can get there.
Nice.
I want
Okay.
to place smoke here.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where you want it?
If you can, like, as far as you can go over in this direction.
I can go to here, easy.
Perfect.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna step away for a minute. Be right back.
All right, he's dropped smoke.
Drop smoke.
3 or higher.
3 or higher to drop smoke.
Yep.
What happens if you fail? Does it sort of just smoke in the tube?
Yeah, exactly. It's the same rule as in Crossfire.
5. Works. Smoke, please.
There you have it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right. And let's see. I don't have any spotting over here, so
I don't think any stationary infantry can shoot, so just be the IG
Oh.
gun next.
IG gun.
okay. IG gun. IG gun's right here.
Mm-hmm. Firing indirect.
Firing indirect. He's got the same spotter, so
Mm-hmm.
Might as well shoot the tanks this time.
yep. Well, he's only going to have a 1 for AT indirect fire. So
Yeah. And that's against this T-26 here.
Yeah, it's
So that's an
Defensive
armor
3.
defensive 3. So it's a -2. So you get it on a 6. 6
Oh,
success.
so indirect fire doesn't use like top armor or anything.
No. Mm-mm. Need a 6.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, it's worth a try.
Doesn't cost nothing.
Nope, we don't track ammo.
Stationary vehicles.
You cost the fatherland $400 for that shell.
$400. So, who had a stationary vehicle they'd like to shoot?
I have 3.
All right. Go ahead. Where are you? There you are. Who are you shooting at?
So I'd like to shoot this guy at that guy.
Yeah.
Um,
So, that's 4. It's 2. It's a +2. Ouch.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
and the next guy I think has to fire at that guy. I think.
Yep. 4. Also +2.
3, 4,
Suppress.
5. Suppressed.
And then it's the same thing for the next guy.
Okay.
Oh, got him. All right.
Those are my stationary shots.
Did the Russians have any stationary shots?
Don't think we had anything stationary that's within range of anything.
Moving,
Even rotating doesn't count as stationary.
it does. Yeah, you're not. If you rotate, you're not stationary.
Okay, that's what I figured. I just wanted to be clear.
Yep. Specific
So, yeah.
rule: pivoting is moving.
So I think you've got a couple
Makes
shots
sense.
at me from guys that moved, and then I've got a lot of shots at you from guys that moved.
All right, Achilles. Why don't you go first? Who you got?
Let's see. We can start with this guy.
Who's he
He
shooting?
has,
Uh,
a,
Shooting.
he has an AT of 4.
Yeah, he's
And I've got a defensive 5.
I gotta think that's his guy. Yeah. So it's a -1. Nothing.
Well, that
Zero.
won't work.
Somebody else?
I think you've got the guys on the hill, don't you? Maybe.
Yes. Yes, when I get there.
So who's next?
Be this guy.
All right.
Actually, is that in my flank or in my front?
That's a front. Your flank
Yeah.
runs along this way.
Oh, okay. So then, same thing.
3 to, or sorry, 4 to, yeah, -1.
Thank goodness.
Ooh, that's a suppress.
But I still fire back as if I was unsuppressed,
Exactly.
right?
Mm.
Okay.
All right. Other ones again.
Okay. Let's see. I'm working my way down. Okay. Now we go over to this hill.
Them fellers. Yep. Who's nearest? Yeah,
Let's see.
that seems. That guy, maybe. That guy's near. Yeah.
Actually, I think he's out of arc.
No. Your arc is 180 degrees.
Yeah, that's right. My arc is.
Yeah, you can see them. I'm pretty sure that he's your guy for both of those shots.
It's center front to nearest side. So it's 19-1. Yeah. That's your Huckleberry.
So it's the same modifiers, I think.
It's attack of 4, armor.
Oh no,
of-
never mind. It's straight up.
Oh yeah, 0.
Somehow my Panzer IVs are worse than my Panzer IIIs.
Armor wise, they are.
Suppressed.
That is suppressed.
I think the other guy's the same shot. So
And that guy there. Nope. Nothing.
Terrible time to get a 1. Okay. I think that's. Well,
You got to go
That's
front.
from you.
You got to go front.
Yeah.
It's front center. So
sorry.
you got to go that way, and you can't shoot through your own guy.
All right. So, nope. No more shots.
All right, go for it.
Okay, so I guess I'll start with this one here. I guess it's shooting at him.
Well, whoever's nearest, but yeah, he's light actually. There's your shot, sure.
That's definitely flank.
Oh yeah, 4 +2.
So suppress. And then this recon, I guess, is going to shoot into the flank of this guy.
I don't know who else he'd have. That looks logical to me.
It's AT2 versus armor 2, so
Yep, it says 0, net 0. Suppress.
oh, does my HQ actually have? Is that a shot?
Yeah, it's as long as you can get a clear, just a single line. So it's another +2. That's good.
Death. Okay, and then this guy is firing at the guy who shot at him, I guess. To his front.
Now, this guy was up on this hill, correct?
That's correct.
He is hull down to you, which is a -1.
So it'd just be a 0 now. It'd be like
You've got a 4. You're firing at his front, which is.
Did he move? Did he move?
He pivoted, but that you can pivot, you just can't move.
Okay.
That's one case where he still gets to keep hull down. You actually get to keep hull down roaming around up here.
really.
Okay.
That's good to know.
Yeah, we'll go through it once you get up there, but it's kind of interesting. The argument being, all your tanks are finding little divots and dips and things when they're up on that hill.
Well, he's suppressed.
No, he's not. That's
No,
that's
he's
right.
not.
This is
No,
zero.
oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
it's 4 to 4. Yeah,
It's
so
four-
it's 0.
Yeah, so
No,
it's-
it's 4 to 3.
It's
Your
4 to
armor's
3,
3.
but it's 4 to 3. He's hull down, which brings it to 0, which means that that's a suppress. Yep. Net 0 again. Nope. Net 0. Oh, is he close?
Who is I'm not sure. Do you want to measure that?
Yeah, he's closer. Net 0. No.
I think that's all my shooting, and then this combat just murderizes these two.
Right. All right.
The motorized rifle brigade is part of the medium regiment, correct?
No, the medium regiment 45th Tank Division is one whole thing.
I see. Okay, so this is still considered like a full battalion.
Yes.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
So how many did I have to kill again for them to test?
How many did we figure, Achilles?
7.
There were 23, so it would have to be 8.
Oh, 8.
8, yeah.
Yeah.
I've killed 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I must agree with that number. And this is the bad part. Achilles, you need let's take a look here, see if there's anything else. Yeah, you need a 5 or 6 to keep going. Otherwise, that entire battalion is gone.
Wow. I have to roll a 5 or a 6.
5 or a 6. Yep.
Holy. Holy wow. All right.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy. All right.
Just remember, you're not Delano.
No,
You
you
did
did it.
See? What'd I tell you?
Nailed it. So they keep
Oh
fighting.
man, that nearly cost you the game.
Yeah, so that fight's going to continue. That's all our fights, right? We're good.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the end of turn 5.
All right, no, we have to now roll off suppressions. I don't know. It's sort of all at the same time. We have to go. It goes by quality, and it also goes by proximity of the commander within 6 inches, whether regimental or brigade, or but I should say battalion.
So it's 12 inches because it's double, right?
No, it's 6. I doubled it. I just doubled it. So it's 6.
Oh, okay. So I've
it's-
only got one guy in that sort of range.
Yeah, so that's and you are what quality? Your guys are veterans, aren't they? No, you guys are regulars. So you don't get the bonus. You guys are all regulars. So 3 to 6 they rally.
For just that one guy.
That one
right?
guy, yeah. Yep. This guy here, he's not in range. 4 to 6. Yep. Achilles will go up on the hill here.
Okay.
So these fellas, what is the ranking on those guys? That's your green one, unfortunately. But
Yeah,
you
they're
have
all
him in range, so that washes it. 4 to 6.
Oh, and I roll too.
Oh, he remains suppressed.
Remember, if you press escape, it goes back to where you had it.
So we scooch over here. This guy obviously not in range. First battalion medium. Yeah, these guys are all green. So 5 or 6. No, you spent it on your one good.
Yeah,
Rally.
I spent it to keep them all on the field.
Yeah.
That was worth it. That was definitely worth it.
All right. Well, my oh my, what a thing. All right. So I'm just gonna grab some quick screenshots or some photos, I guess. What's gonna happen over here is a lot of guys are gonna shoot at each other, and what I mean by here is over here. Yeah, well, it's nice to finally get it onto a big table. I will say that.
No, this has been good.
Yeah.
Not just because I made them test.
Yeah.
It's totally different game than on the small board.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
No,
This
it's
feels much better.
yeah. This is
There's a lot more combined arms aspects.
there's a lot of combined arms. There's obviously a lot of thinking about flanks and about where people are and where they might be, where they might not be.
Yep.
You
Double
know,
blind's gonna be crazy.
yeah. Yeah, that's a little nuts. Oh, and I do want to ask. We should ask before we finish. Go to turn 6. OJ or Achilles? Do you want to change orders?
Yes.
Okay. You do this by battalion? Which battalion would like to change?
OJ wants to change this battalion's order.
All right, OJ, you there?
Yep, I'm here.
You got a 6 for me?
Let's find out.
He
Nice.
does.
Yes, he does.
Right in order.
Draw it on there.
I wonder where it's gonna go.
Okay, let me find which unit is that on your.
Well, remember
your
this
grouping.
this
It's-
is this whole thing, right?
It's what?
That is. the
Oh,
whole-
it's part of the infantry too. So you'd have to change the order for literally all of it.
no,
I don't have to change their order, right?
no. You just got the ability.
Yeah.
It's the 1st Regiment 56 Independent Tank Brigade. It's
this
these
line right
3.
here.
And these guys.
No. This is the Motorized Rifle Battalion.
Oh, so even though
The
they're part of the
ta- the
52nd
tanks.
Independent,
This guy, and
Right.
this guy, right?
Right.
I understand now. I get it.
Why are these labeled 52nd Independent Tank Brigade then?
Because the entire thing is part of the Independent Tank Brigade.
Yeah, we went through this early.
Oh, okay, sorry, I must have missed it. Let's
No,
not
that's
repeat
okay.
it.
Oh, don't worry, it was all in Russian, Joe.
Okay. So I also want to change an order.
Well, you just don't want to roll. You don't want to roll a 1. And you don't, so you may change your order.
All right.
These guys here, and they are here, right?
This is the first. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's correct.
I mean, to be honest, I probably sowed confusion, even though it's correct. Everything here, it's more for historical information. Everything on the Russian side is ultimately part of either. No, it's entirely part of the 52nd Independent Tank Brigade. That's this whole Russian force.
Okay.
Underneath the 52nd Independent Tank Brigade, you have the 92nd Tank Brigade, confusing enough, and the 45th Tank Division.
I should probably do this in white so that we stay consistent. When we return, it would be turn 7, right?
No, it'll be turn 6. We just finished 5.
Oh, it will be turn
I
6.
clicked to
Okay.
6.
Yeah.
You got ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
I see. I see how you are.
What are you thinking, Joe?
I'll show you. I'm thinking right here. So right here, here. This, I'm thinking pull up.
Hey, Achilles.
Yeah.
Keep in mind where they're at right now, because they're already reacting. I didn't know if you needed to pull that back down to like here.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
could
where
work.
you are. Yeah.
But
That's
I would.
right.
So,
What do you think?
well, just because like the way things are going, it might be worth putting them up into here.
To go this way? What about this? What about stuff that's here, though? It's probably going to come, I would think, that way.
True, but they're just gonna waste their time. Like if you don't, I'm not saying ignore them, but like,
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like the fighting, we know where the fighting is now, so I don't know if it's worth
About these guys.
letting them just sit there potentially doing
stay
nothing
here.
is what I'm saying.
Well,
Okay. So
Off this way.
so I guess my assumption is that they're going to come this way. If they do, then I think that, yeah, that might work. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. I like that. Okay. I'll do that.
Cool. I
do
realized
that.
that I wasn't pressing my button, so I don't know how much you actually heard of me talking.
We heard that.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
You
I-
inferred what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, I saw you draw the line. Let's put it that way.
How do you make the line smaller for the drawing again?
Plus and minus.
Thank
Plus
you.
and minus. Yeah, so
I was thinking, Achilles, that we took
Yeah.
these guys
Mhm.
this way to help there.
Mhm.
I'm
These
using
guys
Shaco
go
drawing.
this
I don't know if that
direction.
works or
I
not.
don't know.
I think we put.
I
Yeah,
understand what you're doing.
we put these
Okay.
guys,
I guess
Here.
that's the
Yeah.
important thing.
and we
That'll
move
work.
these guys over here.
That'll work.
Are you gonna try to change the order for the other guys too, or are you gonna leave them there?
What other guys? These guys here?
Yeah.
I was actually going to leave them.
Okay.
Is that? I mean, right? Look, I mean, I got a big open field in front of me.
No, that's actually completely fair.
Yeah.
Cool. That's fine.
Okay. I mean, if you want them somewhere,
Looking at it now, probably not.
yeah.
Just
I've
parenthetically,
accepted.
this rise, I just is about a mile across.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense. I mean, that's a battalion frontage.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
No, that actually this all seems good. I've accepted my fate in this corner.
I expect you to drive all the way across the map. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah. In the face
right-
of a Russian brigade.
2 Russian tank brigades. Yeah.
that'll probably be fine.
They need one more 45-degree pivot, and I'm screwed.
Hey, one good German soldier is worth 10 Russians.
Yeah, to your point, they need one pivot, and then the whole blinking army's in range.
True, it's true.
And it's a bit of a steep hike to get him to the 50% check too.
It's only 4 more.
Is it just 4?
Because they're at 23, so they need 12. So they only need 4 more guys to die, and 2 are half dead. So I'm assuming whoever takes over from me potentially will be able to deal with it.
Oh, I'm gonna lose you next week. Okay.
Well, I have no idea what my next week is going to be like.
We're saying,
So yeah, I'm done. By the way.
all right, we're all set. Cool.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm set.
All right, let me save. Now that everybody's done drawing. Now these games are hard to make, but this is fun. There's a lot here, and one day we'll be good at it. You know.
Did you want assistance making some of these?
Well, I'm done now for a while making these because I've also done the double blind one.
Oh, I meant like units, like different nations.
Yeah, like I say, I'll let you know when.
Yeah, sure.
Because eventually I get a set put together. Because right now I've got Germans, Russians, and Americans, at least 1944 Americans, pretty well all sussed out. It would, if we, so if we did something like Market Garden, I'm pretty well set, things like that. But yeah, definitely if we dive into something, particularly if we do something with the British, yeah, I'll let you know.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you, everybody. Thanks to everybody who catches up and watches. We like you a lot. Tomorrow, we're going to have to do something a little different because our guy Achilles won't be with us. So I have a plan, but it's a secret plan, so you should tune in and see what it is. And besides, I'm going to the dentist tomorrow, so I'm probably going to be in a great mood.
I went today.
Yeah,
No,
I got
don't go to OJ's dentist.
Oh, are you getting laughing gas? You're gonna be all loopy tomorrow.
No, they're going to be doing one of those deep gum cleaning things. Oh.
Ooh.
That's awful.
Yeah, I have no problem when I go to the dentist.
Yeah, I don't either, really. It's just every now and then I get this stuff. So we're going to do that stuff. And then on Saturday, the Battle of Cape Ortegal for Kiss Me Hearty. So we're going to have Hethwill on and some other great folks. And Achilles is coming, so we'll have a great time. So that's what we got going. This was a longer one. I still enjoyed it. Thank you so much. And until we meet again, please take care of yourselves and one another. We will talk soon. Pause.